everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. It has been a while, a long while, since we've gotten to do this. We're all a little bit nervous. First day of school, vibes in here.
I am nervous.
I'm nervous too. God bless, man. I forgot all the disciplines of radio. I've been cursing like a sailor for 2 weeks, and now I don't know what to do. And good to see your smiling faces, though. Good to see you guys in the chat, too. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2026. Yes, Eric, we are back in the saddle again, and it is great to be here. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Paulie, how are you, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, man. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor and all week long news anchor. Back on the anchor desk this week.
To start 2026. Welcome to the new year. And does anybody remember how to do this job?
My kids are going to be so excited to see you on the news tonight. They're going to get such a kick out of it. So, yeah, maybe gives us some good material this week.
Never know what the news wheel will bring tonight. So yeah, I'll be on the air this evening starting at 4:00.
Well, no shortage of news.
No, that's true.
In our country lately, but here on Ben and Woods, we're going to talk some sports. We're going to talk some San Diego stuff. We're going to talk, the same stuff that the plan hasn't really changed here. But this is year 8 of the program that starts now for this show. And I'm very excited to be here with you guys. And so many nice comments over the break. We did get a chance to do a live stream, which was a lot of fun. A lot less haters than last time, Paulie, I noticed. a lot fewer haters than last time. And which is nice, There's still, there's always going to be some. But
they say absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
And apparently our absence made you grow fonder of us.
Dub J wants to know, is this still a lame duck year? It is. I saw some 3-year contracts were being handed out over the break. Not to us, but to other people in sports media. So congratulations to them for getting their deals all lined up. We still have a year left on our deal. But there's a chance that a year from right now today we won't be here. A decent chance because it's media. It's the state of media sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna enjoy this last year potentially as best as we can, as best as we know how to do. We're gonna have some fun. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. It's tomorrow. Next year's promised to no one. So live every day like it's your last day. Do every show like it's your last show.
You really want to start the year by torturing Adam?
I'm not even talking about, not everything is about Adam, not everything is about Adam at all. You just never know what the year may bring. So it's great to be back here. Good to see everyone in the chat. How was everyone's break?
It was great. It got started. I mean, I want to once again thank the Tier 1s for an unbelievable Christmas and holiday extravaganza. It took a few days to recover from that thing, but was absolutely amazing. And Paulie, I believe we did eventually hit our goal we did. Money raised for Heaven's Windows. So thank you so much to the Tier 1s.
By like $14, man. I was sweating bullets.
But we made it. That's the important part. We raised some money so people wouldn't go hungry over the holidays. You came through for us as you always did, and we had a really amazing time on an amazing final show of the year last year.
It was incredible. I left that day, and I'm always so exhausted when that day's over. It's an exhausting day. But I got home and was just filled with gratitude from the year and all the people that weighed in that day and were there watching. And it was awesome, man. Then Christmas comes, and Christmas was a blast. It's busy. It's a lot. 2 little kids and, getting all the last minute details and things like that lined up is just nuts. We went to Arrowhead for a night, which was so fun. We had such a great time, except for Bo vomited on the way home. He got a little car sick coming down the mountain. Dad, I gotta throw up. I'm like, 1 to 10, how serious? He's like 10. so Hannah pulls.
It is imminent.
Yeah, imminent. Pulls into the turnout. Now, again, you start to get vomit control the older you get, because 3 years ago, that's just all over the back of the van, and then you have a 2-hour ride home reeking of vomit. So he's like,
the windows down, he's in the rain.
He's like, I gotta go. I'm like, done. We ripped the van door open. He just walks up. He goes, and he's like, all right, I feel better. He's looking at his iPad going down the winding mountain. Hannah had been yelling at him, make sure you keep looking up. We're on a windy road. Yeah, Mom. And boy, he let it rip. But other than that, it was phenomenal.
We went on a road trip when the kids were younger, and I won't say which one to not embarrass anybody. but we were driving.
I don't think either of them are listening.
Probably
If it's
not at
my
this point in the
guess.
morning. But we were driving all the way to Denver. And we had gotten to somewhere in the middle of nowhere, like Utah, and pulled up, like, didn't have time to pull over, vomit, everything. And I look at the sign and it says, no facilities or services for 89 miles. It's like the longest stretch of roadway in America without a gas station and nothing to stop for it. We had to get all the way to Green River,
No rest area,
Utah, on the
nothing.
border of Colorado before we could stop for anything. No rest areas,
No water,
no gas stations,
water,
no
like,
water, no nothing.
90 miles of vomit smell. It's, I can do a lot, man. I can handle a lot as a parent for sure. The vomit gets me. Vomit is tough. I mean, spit up never bothered me. They both spit up into my mouth, into my face, all over me. Didn't bother me at all. The vomit, the one that smells, there's a huge difference. So we did that. We went to Arrowhead. We had family over on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The weather was kind of a letdown. We ended up going to LA for a night too, which was a lot of fun. We took the kids to the Academy Award Museum. They had the Jaws exhibit. The art museum we were going to go to canceled the exhibit that I wanted to go see. So we just banged it. We went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which was delicious. We have a fake Roscoe's.
Did you already buy tickets?
They were getting the tickets. They were free. They were free tickets, but you had to get the ticket. Does that make sense? It's like Padres Fan Fest. Like you can come to Fan Fest, but you got to get a ticket, but it doesn't cost you anything. So I called and said, "Hey, you guys still have the Rothko exhibit?" Ooh, no, we don't. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it says on your website and has forever that you're the only place to see Rothkos in LA. So that was kind of a letdown. LA let us down again. No surprise there, but we had a good time, man. It was really fun. And thinking back to the extravaganza and the night after the extravaganza, we had the Odyssey Company Christmas party, and it was awesome. It was. Now we can say where we went, right? Because we can say it.
Yes.
We went to Bali High.
Yeah, amazing.
God, it was incredible. Got all gussied up, went down to Bali High, and we, walked in, and there was a bar area, open bar, all the Mai Tais that you could handle. There was hors d'oeuvres being passed around, delicious food. The food was spectacular.
Do you have those meatballs?
Oh, God.
They were really
yes,
good.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Had the meatballs, had the
chicken satay. There was the
Yes.
coconut shrimp.
had the fish for dinner, and I had beef as well. They had a carving guy.
Was there.
which was
Yeah.
elite. And it was.
Did you catch a game last night?
I did. Actually, I'm on vacation now, so I don't really feel like talking much about sports.
Have you tried the lasagna?
No,
That's my favorite.
No, this is Bali High. I don't want any lasagna. Thanks very much.
Do you like hot fudge sundaes?
I do. But it's weird that you're asking me right here and right now.
Is it still hot out there?
No, actually, it's pissing rain out.
All
It's,
right.
It's a little chilly. they had all of that. It was great. And boy, I took about 3 sips of that Mai Tai, and I was like, "That's it for me. That's it."
Dude,
I put it down.
I had 3 of them. I got so drunk. I was as blotto as I have been in a long time.
How?
Why? I like Mai Tais.
I know, I
What
do
can
too.
I say? I like Mai Tais. I drank the first one way too fast, just so I could get comfortable, because I'm a little uneasy in social settings. So I thought,
you were comfortable.
just
Yeah.
get the first Mai
You were
Tai
telling
down
everybody
quickly.
how comfortable you were.
And then,
so drunk right now.
Hey, how's it going, guy? I'm so drunk right now.
Yeah.
Bad boy Ben was at it.
I was.
Those Mai Tais are insane. I'd
Yeah.
never had one before. I'd heard the lore. My wife got a picture of me like right after I had taken my first sip, and like my eyes are bulging out of my head. I was like, "Oh
It's
my
like
god, that is
9
pure
shots of alcohol and 1 drop of club soda. It's
Oh.
basically their Mai Tai.
I don't think there's Mai Tais in it or club soda. I think it's.
I think
like,
it's
at
like
the end,
all
he gives
pure
he
alcohol.
takes the gun and he
I
goes,
think that's some sort of juice or something.
like simple syrup.
whatever.
Simple syrup. Dude, it tastes like pure gasoline. Pure gasoline. Moonshine. It's not a Mai Tai. It's moonshine. So I had like 3 sips. I was driving. I was like, I can't drink this thing.
Yeah, Rafa says in the chat they have a limit, like 2 per person.
Yeah.
You cannot have more. And
Yeah.
so Ben was just
I
steal
broke,
somebody
I
else's.
broke the rules that
Yeah.
night. Yep.
I think the 2 drunkest people at the Christmas party were Ben and Sammy Levitt. Because I got a text from the piano player, Bobby Cressy. Sammy shut it down. He was the last one there at 10:30. I was in bed, like cuddled up with my wife at 10:30. He was up there at the bar.
No,
like,
we walked to our hotel room right down the street,
Yeah.
and I was asleep by 10, 15.
And
It
with
was-
that, I am hungover.
yeah, and with that, the last hangover of 2025, Sammy Levitt just crushing it over the break. So that was fun. Now the interesting part about the Christmas party was this: they did a raffle, and it was here. Everyone gets a ticket, and there were
When
5
you-
boxes.
When you walked in, every employee got a ticket.
Yeah.
Not like if you were with your wife, you didn't get two.
Two,
You
right.
you
Got
did,
one.
as a unit, you got one ticket, and I was pleasantly surprised by the prizes that Odyssey provided.
I wish I had taken a picture, but I'm going to try to remember by memory. I remember one was a pair of Disneyland tickets.
I think it was 2 pairs.
2 pairs of Disneyland tickets. And I thought to myself, if I win those tickets, that means I got to take my kids to Disneyland. So I'm out. Done that plenty. We do that enough. It's enough already with Disneyland. The next one was $200 in groceries at Stater Brothers.
Yep.
That's what I put mine in.
Okay.
To buy a lot of groceries.
Oh, I was looking at that one.
It was elite.
Yeah.
Then there was a $1,000 gift card from Amex. Then there was a PlayStation 5,
There's
Yeah.
a smoker.
a smoker, like a big
big old
Traeger or
grill.
something. Yeah.
There was like a 100-bottle wine cooler.
Yeah, there was a cooler, like not a cooler of wine,
There
but
was an
a
85-inch TV.
yeah, and then a cooler that you put your wine in.
Yeah.
So good prices, really good prices. So I put mine in the Stater Brothers
Strategic.
strategic.
Because you only have one ticket.
Yep, I thought
And-
everyone's going for the $1,000.
Well, that's what I thought too. So use one of the other ones, you'll have a better chance to win.
I didn't drink a lot. I don't drink a lot of wine. I don't need to keep my wine chilled. I don't want to go to Disneyland, maybe ever again after the last one. So I thought I'm gonna get these groceries, and I feel pretty good. And I look, you do like the look down into the box. I'm like, well, there's like one ticket. I'm dropping it. So we all put our stuff in, and we go back and we sit down and eat. And Michael gets up, and that's our big boss, and he grabs the microphone. And he's like,
Odyssey Christmas party. Told the tickets for the.
and we're all sitting at the table going, no one can understand a word you're saying.
It was like scratchy.
Yeah. Have you ever used a microphone before? Ever? You don't.
We're a broadcast company.
Hey, no one can understand you. Just pull the tickets. And can you know sign language to do their names? Can you point to who won? God. So he starts doing the thing. He pulls out the Stater Brothers. No, I did not win. I don't remember who did. Like one of the sales guys. Here's the big TV. No, nobody we knew win. Just like a sales guy. Sales guys crushed it.
No, the TV was.
Oh, John Flint.
Yeah.
John Flint from down the hall wins the big TV. So then they get to the PS5 and they pull the name, and it's Benjamin R. Higgins. Benjamin Higgins. And I almost fell over in my chair because I went, why?
I think
Why?
I think simultaneously, if my memory serves me right, you and I at the same moment went, what?
What? Yes. I go, what?
Knowing it was a PS5.
All right. What was your logic?
I just let my wife pick. I just gave her the
What
ticket.
was her
Why
logic?
does she need a
I don't
PS5?
know exactly. She thought that was the best one to win.
But for what? You're a grown man.
I don't know. I told her she could do whatever she wants with it. I think she's giving it to a friend who needs a PS5. So
Who? All right. So you won the PS5.
yeah,
I immediately assumed you were cheaping out on a Christmas gift for Jack
For one of
or
your kids.
Graham.
yeah,
Yeah.
We already have one.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, my kids already have a PS5.
So you're not going to use it to game.
No, I don't think so.
So then they get to the $1,000 gift card, and they pull one Paul Reindell.
The most tickets in there, and Paulie comes up with the big win of the night.
But I like that our boss called him Paul Reindell, which was my favorite part.
All right, for the $1,000 gift card, it's Paul Reindell.
Reindell? It was like a question.
Yeah, I just heard Rindell.
And I'm crying.
And I go,
laughing, close enough! So Paulie wins $1,000, which was awesome. Like if I had to pick, if I had won the 1,000, I was probably gonna give it to Paulie anyway. Paulie had such a monster year. So I win nothing, 0, which is fine. I don't, big deal. Well, then I start thinking back about one of the best. I got a lot of good loot for Christmas. I got a yoga mat that I wanted. for my wife. Beautiful, beautiful yoga mat because I've been doing my stretching every day. Got a lot of stuff I needed, a lot of clothes, some new shoes. I mean, I really cleaned up. She did a great job. My mother-in-law did a great job. She always does. And somebody else in here did a great job. His name's Ben Higgins.
Thank you.
Ben Higgins gave me the sweetest gift of all time. I had mentioned on the program that I am going to try to cut back a little, tighten the belt in 2026. This is the year of fiscally conservative Woods. And there was a show coming to town that I was desperate to see. And that was Stephen Patrick Morrissey of the Smiths.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. And I had mentioned on the air, I have to see this guy before I die. I looked at tickets. They were a little bit pricey. I'm not going to do it. My very first speed bump that I got over it for 2026. And
Even emotionless me went, I can't believe it. You want to see this guy so badly before you die.
Before I
You've never
die.
seen him. You've
Before he
seen just
dies.
about everybody else.
Yep.
And I know Morrissey's one of the coolest acts out there.
Yep.
And like, he's never seen him. And I just thought, all right, it's expensive, but I want to make sure he's at that show.
Yep.
So it took me a few days, but I got the courage and finally bought a resale ticket off Ticketmaster and decided, you know what, this is going to make him happy, and I'm just going to do it.
not
So I did
only did it make me happy, it made me cry. I just couldn't believe it. I was so touched and so moved. So over the break, I went down to Lou's Records, and I was talking to my guy behind the counter there, Lou's Records in Encinitas. Great, great record shop. And I was talking to him, and I told him, about it, and he goes, "Oh, man, aren't you worried he's going to cancel?" And I go, "No, actually, for the first time ever, I'm not." I said, he just signed to a new record label. He's got 3 record deal. I think he's getting his S together, is a quote that I said to Lou. I said, I think he's finally got it together. Just signed to Sire Records. So like, this is going to be good. He's going to tour and put out his new record, and it's going to be great. He teased the new record over the break. Well, it happened. It happened again. Morrissey has canceled tomorrow night's show. And I couldn't believe it, even though this is what he does. This is what he does. Now I'm not mad at him. He's one of those guys, for me at least, where like, I know he's a putz. I know he says stupid things. I know that he's kind of an a-hole. I don't care. That's my guy. I can't get mad at him. He's my beloved Morrissey. I'm not mad. I'm I'm bummed that I'm going to miss the show, that he's not playing, but I'm not mad at him. I don't understand.
There is a difference between canceled and postponed.
Correct.
With concerts and events. Sounds like he's just done with that show.
Yeah. I just don't know that it's going to happen again. I believe it's the second or third time he's canceled San Diego. So I don't know what we did to him specifically, but we did something, and he's not going to be playing the show. Cole says, why did he cancel? The excuse that I saw was an adverse reaction to prescription medicine. Now, I've fought through a lot of adverse reactions to prescription medicine in my life. So a
little flushing or something.
I don't know. Like, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. So he canceled on us. Now it begs the question though. I got an email that basically said, sorry, you didn't buy this ticket, so you have no, like,
the original purchaser.
The original purchaser transferred it to me. That was Ben. So what happens now?
Ben wasn't even the original
right.
purchaser.
No, but I did go through the official channels. I got an email as well over the weekend. It just says your event has been canceled. A refund will be on its way to your account soon. The good news is no action is required. It will be processed to the original method of payment used at the time of purchase. So apparently I don't have to do anything at all. Just will appear on my account within 14 to 21 days.
So what happens then?
What do you mean, what happens then?
What happens then?
I don't know.
What's the diplomatic way of saying, where's my effing Christmas present?
Ask Morrissey.
What do I do?
I killed it. I made you cry. I made you cry.
You did.
I killed it. I can't do that again.
As much as it sucks
That
for
was
you,
like 1 in a million that I came through in the first place.
I think I'm on Ben's side here. I mean, we spend like most of November and all of December every year going, I don't know what the F I'm going to get you guys for.
Postal
for
Blue says,
Christmas."
send Woods the money. I'm not sending you just money.
Why
That's-
not?
That's not a present.
I didn't get a gift.
I have an idea.
All right.
You give him the PS5.
I don't want the PS5.
Not giving him the PS5.
Well, now and then you can sell it, and then it's up to you.
I don't
now
wanna-
it's your.
Why
Like,
do I
wh-
have to go out and do the
Why does
legwork?
Ben have to find another
I'm
gift
not
now?
selling a PS5 to give you money for a present that you didn't even get.
Right. I didn't get a present.
I mean, you got the present. File a complaint with Morrissey.
So you're telling me, not only don't I get to see Morrissey, I get nothing. I get a lump of coal in my stocking.
If he decides to come back to San Diego and tickets are somewhat reasonable,
How long are we going to do this for?
I will do my best to see if I can get you back to the show.
Do my best. So you just giving me the ticket money is out of the question.
Yes.
Why is it out of the question? Why is
Well,
it?
first of all, I wouldn't have spent that much if it wasn't on that specific ticket. I would have gotten you something nice, but not nearly that nice.
But
You got me a great bathrobe.
Right.
But
Would you
you
like
all-
a bathrobe?
No, I
could
don't want a
It's
bathrobe.
really I wore it.
I
a
can go get
ton.
you a bathrobe like Paulie's bathrobe if you
Sweating
like.
now. All right, hang on. What? Why wouldn't you just give me what you spent for it?
Well, first of all, what am I supposed to do? It's not even refunded to my account yet. It's 14
Well,
to
I'll wait.
in 14 to 21 days. And then what, do I
Venmo
write
me.
you a check or something? That's not the holiday spirit.
But I didn't get anything.
I'm sorry. I felt very bad
Can
when
you
I
get,
saw
like-
that. I was very excited for you and I was extremely disappointed.
What if there's an
When
option
Morrissey
to
canceled.
get the money refunded in the form of like a Ticketmaster
Like
or
a
Live
credit?
Nation credit or something, and then he can?
I didn't get that option. It just said I don't do anything and it's just going to send it back to my credit card that I bought it on.
See, here's the question. It's like Manny says, Ben, you don't get the ring back if you divorce. Give him the money. Some people do take, especially like in a broken engagement. He's like, I want my
Yeah.
ring back, and she's like, you're not getting
This
the ring
is
back.
like post wedding. Like the show hadn't happened yet. This is like, this
Yeah.
is like an engagement ring, and
This is an engagement
I
ring.
think guys ask all the time for that ring back.
But some women keep it.
Sure.
Which,
I mean, if I had given you I guess I should have given you like a Ticketmaster gift card,
voucher?
and then you could have bought your own ticket, and then it would be refunded to you. But in this case, there's nothing I can really do about it.
so let me clarify. I get nothing from
do
you
you
for
have?
Christmas.
I mean, what do you want? Do you have something you want? Just let me know. I guess I don't know.
Slick Ray says Team Ben. How could you possibly be Team Ben?
I'm with it.
I didn't get anything for Christmas from him.
That's not his fault.
It really isn't. I did a great job. I did what I was supposed
He
to do.
listened. He heard you pleading to go to Morrissey, and he like when he told
You
me
know
he
how
was thinking
stressed
about
I get
that,
about trying to buy presents. I did it. It's over. The holiday season is over. I don't have to start this process all again and start racking my brain about what to get Woods again. That just doesn't. I don't want to do that.
So again, not giving me the money for the ticket is out of the question.
yes, that's out of the question.
What in the world?
That's not a gift.
What if I say, you know what? That's a gift. If I give you a pass, that money was spent on me and I didn't get it. I don't understand.
it did like you had the light bulb go off at dinner at the Christmas party. You go, wait a second, hang on. Am I to believe that Ben just won a PS5, Paulie won $1,000, you guys both got gifts this morning,
Yes.
and Morrissey's probably going to cancel the
Yeah.
show, and I'm going to be completely screwed.
There's a chance I get nothing. I got
and
nothing.
we go, oh yeah, that's...
John Flint got a TV.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay. Hector says money isn't a gift. On what planet is money not a gift? My parents send me money for Christmas. You know what I look at it as? A gift.
Yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
The gift's really the feeling I gave you when you got the present.
It was a great.
which was the great feeling that you got, that you were loved and cared for. That's the best gift I can possibly give you.
But now I don't feel loved or cared for, and I don't get to see the show anymore. I don't understand.
But not my fault. Morrissey's fault.
It is Morrissey's fault. All right. Well, enjoy that $400 or whatever back in your account. Will you buy me a lap dance or something? I mean, something.
Well, yeah.
All right.
The next lap dance is on me, I
Okay,
guess.
great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Freaking Morrissey, dude. God.
I was bummed when I saw that. I was excited for you.
It was Cole says, Woods, you cried from the gift. That's a good enough gift. Fantastic. All right, so that's the move then. Next year, here's what I know what I'm getting you guys for Christmas. I'm going to make you both cry, and I'm going to say that's it. Woodsy, you don't have anything for us to open on the show? No.
I'm gonna get you that Rolex you've always wanted, and then when it doesn't, it never shows up. You're like, oh, I don't have the money.
I have been using my Theragun every day over
It's
the break.
amazing,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, really work on those calves.
No taint yet, though. I
No,
told you.
just the legs and the calves mostly.
It's freaking
Yeah.
great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, enjoy it.
Thank you.
Can I have it back?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I want
works
it
fine.
back. No, mine's broken. Can I have yours back? The one I gave you?
You did get a printer.
I did. My wife won't let me set it up,
No.
so it's just sitting in a box. She will not let me set up my own personal printer in our home. She really has a beef against printing, man. She really doesn't like me having. I don't know what she thinks I'm going to be printing, like nude women and stuff. Like I'm good. I've got some
Why
self
don't you
control.
set it up in here in our brand new, like clean?
Oh, you think the engineers are going to let me set up my own personal printer? They won't even let me use the work printer, Paulie. I still am a man in 26 without a printer. So let's go to break. Thanks so much for the gift. It was awesome. I look forward to not using it or not getting anything out of it at all.
All right, when we come back, we'll set the menu for the show. Woodsy, well, that's his first big complaint, apparently, of 2026, my gift, which made him cry, and now he's complaining about it.
There is no gift. What do you mean gift? I don't have a gift. A gift is
We
a
will get to
tangible
Woods'
thing.
second big complaint of 2026 coming up next, plus an update on where the Padres stand in the new year. It was pretty quiet during our 2 weeks. I mean, we had the Michael King news on the morning of the extravaganza, a couple of other smaller moves that we can discuss, but we'll discuss what else is happening around the baseball world. All coming up next. Ben, Woods, Paul, a new year, 2026 with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Not how I expected to start 2026.
I'm not mad.
I feel like I did a really great thing, and now
You did.
and now I feel a little attacked for it.
Yeah, you had a nice. It was a nice thought, and a nice.
But then you were complaining about it the entire open segment.
No, just like the
basically.
last 10 minutes of it. Not
You
the
shut your
whole
mouth. How
open.
can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does.
Well, heaven knows I'm miserable now. I listen. If you guys knew how much Morrissey I listened to over the break to get prepared for tomorrow night, It would embarrass you. My kids were like, all right, enough. We get it. We get it. But oh wait, no, listen.
Paulie, can you book Morrissey on the show
Well,
somehow?
that
That would really be cool.
He
See what I
would
can do.
Yeah.
definitely
That would be great.
cancel on us. Well, enjoy your money back. I'll enjoy my big fat pile of nothing. It's cool. It's all right.
Now you're making me feel
No,
bad.
don't feel, what would you feel bad for? You didn't cancel.
I didn't
Morrissey
cancel.
did.
Morrissey canceled.
Yeah, you did
It's
your
Morrissey's fault.
You did your part. Well, listen, it hopefully he comes back at some point and I do get to see. I cannot perish from this earth. Here's the funny part about him too. And I've never seen him, but when you watch clips on YouTube, which I do quite a bit, you should see how engaging and amazing he is to his fans. Amazing. Like reaching down, touching people's hands, good morning, and hello. And he's like, he's not a recluse. He doesn't stand in the back of the stage all sullen. He's like way into his thing. And all he does is just kick his fans in the nuts over and over. And here I am. I'm like, more, give me more. Use a wide-toed boot, please. And it's very odd. But he's an odd duck, man. Most of the great ones are. But yeah, this is kind of his shtick. Our buddy Craig that we know, Craig that came in for the break or for the holiday show. His reaction was a little different. His was like that MFing S bag. He effing did it again. And I wrote, he'll be back or not. I don't know. So I'll if he does end up going back on tour, I'll go see him at some point. And I'm gonna make it sting. I'm gonna take like a day off or two to go see Morrissey when he comes.
I can understand that. I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we got coming up. Set the menu for the first show of 2026 with Ben and Woods. We will get into some baseball talk here briefly. That San Diego State basketball game on Saturday night was absolutely incredible. We can talk about the Aztecs, where they stand. Well, I mean, it was an incredible basketball
It was
game.
an incredible basketball game. It's not
I
what
was,
you want.
I
it was
don't know that
thrilling.
it's good news
thrilling. It
for
was
San Diego
thrilling.
State, but it was a thrilling game.
It was about as exciting as a game could ever get when you had a 24-point lead.
Yeah. You don't want it to be that exciting at the end when you're up 24, but man, it was for San Diego State on Saturday night. We are bringing back all our regular features in 2026 with a twist. Don't do this at 7:20 as it always is, and then take on Woods at 8:20. But, and I let everybody know this during our live stream over the holidays, but if you weren't with us, we're making a change to take on Woods to try to add a little more opportunity to win prizes for everybody. Because now, with Take on Woods, not only can you take on Woods in music, where he is so dominating, but we will also add television and movie categories as well. And if you'd like to take on Woods in whatever the day's movie or TV category is, you can choose that instead. So that opens the door to people who don't know a ton about, albums, whatever, that they can try their luck with TV or movies with different categories. And we'll let you know what they are coming up, but we'll have a new prize. We got tickets to see Sammy Hagar again in Las Vegas and a trip for two. So that is our first prize of the month. And we will get to that coming up at 8:20. We still have our Rindle Report in our 9 o'clock hour. We still have the biggest fan contest going on. I wasn't sure if it was going to carry on, but Adam says we're going to qualify more listeners throughout the month of January for that great grand prize of a night in our Odyssey suite. So be listening at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5:30 p.m. every day for names to be called. We'll get some more finalists in before we do our grand prize drawing coming up before spring training, I think. So that's what we've got going on in the program today. We'll start, though, with an update on your San Diego Padres, where things stand heading into the new year, right after Kelly's Traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Good idea. Leave a little extra time for travel this morning. We've got slick roadways in various parts thanks to some scattered showers, which should taper off later this morning. Meanwhile, a couple accidents here. One involves a couple vehicles south on 15 right at the South 5 connector. It's over to the right shoulder, and tow truck is helping to clear a solo vehicle accident in Balboa Park, North 163, before Robinson. This pickup truck is on its side over the right shoulder embankment. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, so I did tease your other complaint. We'll get to that in just a second.
I'm doing the best I can.
But let's start with your San Diego Padres. And it was a fairly quiet break for us with the Padres the last couple of weeks. The big news came really the night before the extravaganza when the Padres signed Michael King to a 3-year, $75 million contract, sort of. It's really a series of 3 one-year deals with an opt-out after every season, starting with a $22 million deal here in 2026. But, a lot of people expected Michael King to be gone. Padres now have a legitimate top-of-the-rotation type starter to go along with Nick Pivetta and Joe Musgrove. Makes a huge difference in what that starting rotation looks like going into 2026.
Yeah, it really does. And I found myself over the break continuing to forget about it and then go, oh, my God, that's right. We did get Michael King. Because, again, the Padres have been rumored in a couple of names, and those names are now gone. They have gone to the Chicago White Sox in Murakami. They have gone to the Toronto Blue Jays in Okamoto. And then
the Pirates signed Ryan O'Hearn.
Good for Ryan O'Hearn, too. He parlayed his all-star? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all-star season into a pretty decent contract. That was the biggest free agent contract they've handed out in ever, maybe? I mean,
it was the biggest multi-year deal to someone who wasn't re-signed, I think, by the Pirates, which is crazy. But, the Padres were that organization 7 or 8 years ago, before they signed Eric Hosmer and Manny Machado. They never gave big money to outside free agents. That's what the Padres were. Pirates are that organization now, and that's, I told you this was going to happen, though. They were sort of made some motions about signing Kyle Schwarber, but no one really thought they'd get it done, and they didn't, and now they're settling. This is, we didn't get Kyle Schwarber, so we got Ryan O'Hearn for you. And the fans are supposed to say, oh, that's great, we got Ryan O'Hearn, even though you were never getting Kyle Schwarber.
Hey, Paul Skeens, take a deep breath. We're good now. I love Ryan O'Hearn, but again, I don't think he takes them. He doesn't propel them to the playoffs, in my opinion. But here, it says they've been one of the least active clubs in free agency in the past decade. They haven't given a free agent a multi-year deal since Ivan Nova's 3-year pact in 2016, guys. Their last multi-year deal for a free agent was 2 years and $8 million for John Jaso in 2015.
Wow.
Their largest free agent guarantee in franchise history is the 3-year, $39 million deal for Francisco Liriano in 2014. So Ryan O'Hearn breaking the Pirates' bank. But again, good for him. Great dude. Liked having him here. Don't think he was used properly at all when he was here by Mike Schilt. Not even close. But, hey, man, he's on to, I wouldn't say greener pastures. I'll just say Ryan O'Hearn is on to pastures.
He's on to pastures.
Point, yeah.
And it does leave the Padres still with one, glaring spot to kind of fill. And that is another first baseman / bat in the middle of their order. Yes, Gavin Sheets is coming back. And Ryan O'Hearn wasn't necessarily the best pairing with Gavin Sheets, both being kind of left-handed, similar type hitters. You might rather have a right-hander to pair with Gavin Sheets if you're going to do a platoon situation with DH at first base. But don't think the Padres are done. They still need another bat for their lineup, whether it's a DH or someone who can play first, or ideally someone who can do both. And there are still guys out there. The question is, what sort of budget does A.J. Preller have left after signing Michael King going out? And they also, of course, picked up Seung-Moon Song over the break as well on a fairly reasonable deal. But you have really no idea what kind of production, especially in the first season, you're going to get as he transitions from the KBO to Major League Baseball. He seems like they kind of ticket him as more of a utility infielder, a guy who can back up at any position and will start some, I'm sure, if he's doing well, but you don't think that he's considered that, we got that bat we needed in the middle of our lineup guy. So that seems like something the Padres still need to do here in 2026.
Yeah, agreed. And again, the name you mentioned and a lot of people are mentioning, and I don't know if there's any smoke to it. I think it's honestly just, okay, this guy's gone, so who's the next guy on the list? It's Eugenio Suarez. Now, he is a slugger. He's a slugger. Strangely enough, this team very much needs slug in the worst possible way, and he is a slugger. Don't know what that looks like. Is that a platoon situation at first base with, I don't know what he's going to cost. I have no idea, but he's still out there. Again, the top 4 free agents in baseball are all still unsigned in Kyle Tucker, Cody Bellinger, Framber Valdez, and who am I missing? Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman, yeah. None of them have been signed. And I don't expect the Padres to sign any of those guys.
No. By the way, did I see a lot of rumors with Bregman and the Arizona Diamondbacks?
I've seen a lot of that smoke.
Seen that smoke.
But are they better if they trade Ketel Marte and then sign Alex Bregman? Yeah, they would be more worrisome if they kept both of them, or they signed Bregman and kept Marte. But if you're just going to trade your best player and then sign another guy, I don't know that you've improved your roster that much.
Again, I go back and forth on the Padres rotation and lineup. I'm okay with where it stands today. Like opening day, Ben, if opening day was tomorrow, how do you feel about this team? Because again, I do want to caution Padres fans. As it stands today, the lineup that you would roll out there on opening day is fine. It's absolutely fine. You could put Gavin Sheets at first base, Jake Cronenworth at second, Xander at short, Manning at third, Laureano, Merrill, and Tatis, and Freddie Fermin behind the dish with Pivetta on the bump.
I don't know who your DH is.
Let's roll. I don't know.
Sungwon Song.
Sungwon
I don't know.
Song,
They
whatever.
need a hitter.
But you could put
That's a better
Sheets,
lineup than the one they started last year with.
by far. You could
Yeah.
put Sheets DH, Moon at second, Crony at first, back
Yeah.
to first. If you had to, if they signed no one else, guys, it's not okay because there's still some good players out there. It's not okay, but it's not the worst thing you've ever seen, which is not exactly San Diego Padres 2026. Not the worst thing you've ever seen is not the tagline you want to go.
I think quite a bit better than San Diego Padres 2025 at the
100%.
start of the year is the positive way to look at it,
Yes.
lineup wise.
That
Now,
being
Dylan Cease
said-
is gone.
Yep.
But you're hoping to get back a healthy Michael King and a healthy Joe Musgrove. So, the starting rotation also doesn't look considerably worse than it did last year.
At some point today, I want to talk about the conversation that you had with Ruben Niebla, if you're able.
I am.
Okay. Let's do that. It's like 7.
Yeah, I want to go into the pitching. We'll do a deep dive into the Padres pitching rotation. I did get a chance
It's really good.
to chat with Ruben quite a bit at the Michael King news conference. He was just there to lend his moral support as the new associate manager of the San Diego Padres. Craig Stammen, of course, was back home in Ohio, so he was kind of representing the managerial side during that news conference on that Friday, right after our extravaganza, and
You did
got a lot
not
of
wear.
insight.
You did not wear Buddy the
I did
Elf.
not wear the Buddy the Elf costume.
Did anyone ask you?
Yes, a couple of people asked.
Yeah.
I didn't want to upstage Michael King's big day.
Yeah, then you would have.
I would have.
You would have. But no, so again, you also remember about the San Diego Padres. If you're a Padres fan, what this team looks like on opening day is never what it looks like on August 1st. Ever. Never.
Depth is a concern for the Padres
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. They rotation depth, lineup
Position
depth.
player depth.
Yeah. The only thing that they seem to have enough of at the moment is relief pitchers. And even then, you've lost Robert Suarez, so you're not quite as deep as you were last year. But depth, if they, had a ton of injuries early in the season, that would be a big problem for the San Diego Padres. It often is a problem for every team. You can't necessarily put two whole, lineups of great starting players behind everybody. And you're going to need guys like, Bryce Johnson to step up and other guys, to fill in from time to time and be productive. But I think they need to do something else in terms of adding a position player, a hitter before the start of the season. And I expect AJ Preller will do that. It may not happen until spring training.
Yeah. I mean,
Luis Ariz is still out there.
he waits. He waits to see what kind of filters out. Again, we're not playing at the top of the market here. And if you're, under the illusion, I think that they're going to go out and sign one of those top 4. I don't think it's going to happen. In fact, I'd bet decent money that those top 4 guys will not be San Diego Padres. But as you go, down the list a little more, the top 50 free agents, there's some names that make sense here. And you're seeing pitchers now especially go, fine, give me a 1-year deal. Give me a 1-year deal. Let's see what we can do. Perfect. This team is perfect for the pitcher on a 1-year prove-it deal. Tyler Mahle went to the Giants. That's a guy I wanted. I thought he would have been a really good fit here with Ruben based on the pitches that he throws, and I thought he would have been really good. Giants ended up picking him up. Giants fans actually weren't that happy about it. They really expected themselves to be at the top of the market for some of these guys. They haven't been either. So I don't know, man. Like, you got to keep a close eye on what's going on in your division as well. I would hate Alex Bregman going to the Diamondbacks. I really would. He's a winning player and makes them immediately better. So
we will talk more about this tomorrow. I can announce that our friend Craig Elston will return here in 2026, although we're going to have him on Tuesday this week, just so we can get the year started right. But all guests will appear on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Before we get to the top of the hour, though, I wanted to get to Wood's complaint number 2. Because
Not complaint. Well,
a little complaint because
I'm
you were
freaked out.
unsettled
I'm
when you
unsettled.
walked into
That's
the
it.
studio this morning. Paulie and I were both like, "Oh, this is so nice." And Woods walks in and goes, "This is awful." Can you
Yeah.
tell everybody what happened?
well, they came in over the break and they cleaned this studio out, which it needed to be cleaned. Certainly, you've got a cast of characters in here all year long, and people are sucking down sandwiches over there, and they're the food and stuff like that. But they've taken everything off the walls. It's like a mental institution right now. It
All of
feels
our
like
knickknacks, trinkets are gone.
every bobblehead we've gotten you, all of your chains and all your stuff is gone. The weird thing to me is they took everything off the walls. Like what?
newspaper
I didn't even
clippings
notice
like
that.
No Joe, and we
Are you
had,
Darvish thing?
we had the Lamont Butler buzzer beater that
Yeah.
Ello put up, and a picture of Alex Morgan. It's all gone. It's all gone.
It's like broadcasting from a manila envelope is what it feels. It's so very weird. And it freaked me out because we've been in radio a long time, Ben. They start cleaning out the building, behind your back when you're on vacation. You come back in, your studio doesn't look like your studio.
No.
And maybe I'm paranoid because we only have a year left.
It is extremely clean.
It's very
Like,
clean. They
Mike,
did a great job there.
our engineer Mike went through like crazy lengths
Can
to scrub, and like there was like protective film on of disgust on the mice.
It feels
and
very clean. I like that.
Keyboards.
So
Sanitary.
can we bring stuff? Is our stuff still
well,
here?
I mean, we need to restart
Where's our Yu
decorating
Darvish card?
because these are the brand new Bill House Studios. We know how
Yes.
in 2026. So welcome to our new sponsor, and we've got a clean slate for the Bill House Studios.
Maybe this was a Bill Howe directive.
to start in 2026.
I want a clean studio.
Clean that ass up.
I don't
Here-
want to see any of that junk in there.
Here we are. All right, we'll come back. Hour number 2. San Diego State got the win, but obviously a concerning blown lead. We'll talk about that and more next on The Fan.
Aztecs.
You ever get a mean tweet? Yeah, I know you get some mean tweets. You
Yeah.
ever get one that makes you stop, though, and think a little bit harder about whether the criticism may have some validity?
Yeah, they say, what's that saying that I'm searching for on the first day of our broadcast year? Sometimes the truth hurts.
Sometimes the truth hurts,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I want to get your opinion because I got this one over the break from Just Craig 14.
Craig, that's Craig.
Is that our Craig?
That's our Craig.
Wow, this was harsh.
Oh, wait, is this Aztecs related?
Yeah.
He told me in England. I don't know if I was supposed to tell you this, but I'll tell you now.
Well, he told me directly. I think
He absolutely loathes your Aztecs coverage.
apparently he
He
said
lo-
you
he
just
loathes
need to
it.
admit you
Like-
hate SDSU basketball. It's funny how you bleep off the Padres all season and bleep on SDSU every chance you get. Wow. I've been hard on this year's Aztecs team.
Craig
I will admit
likes
that.
I'll say this about our pal Craig. He likes to have a few ciders, and he loves the Aztecs. Now it's weird.
Again, it made me
I was
think
gonna
though,
ask.
like I have been hard on this year's Aztecs roster. I've been disappointed.
Well, how could you not be?
My expectations were really high.
Of course.
And
They've-
it
they've-
just
it's-
doesn't seem to be coming
They've
together.
gone 3-0 since we were off the air.
They
And I'm
are.
like, I don't feel like that. I don't feel good.
But is that our problem? Are we again being, if the Padres had won 3 games, would we be hey, they won 3 in a row? What are you worried about?
Yes.
And Aztecs fans are
Probably.
like, I'm going, yeah, they're 3-0 in the Mountain West, but
There's-
all the concerning signs that I've been worried about all season long
They're still there.
are still there. They beat San Jose State, but kept a really inferior team right into that game until the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
And then they built a 24-point lead against Boise State on Saturday and
at home.
and played what I thought was by far their best half of the season. I mean, I got my hopes up thinking, okay, got through the break. They practiced a little bit. Dutch has got it figured out. This first half is what I was expecting from this San Diego State team. And then in the second half, it's blown completely. And Boise State, I will admit, they shot lights out in the second half. They didn't miss anything. And that's partly on San Diego State's defense that continues to surrender just an unexpectedly high number of points consistently for what you'd think you're going to get from a Brian Dutcher, Steve Fisher type defense.
But you've said that after every single Aztecs game.
It's just not getting fixed. And they did end up winning what was one of the more thrilling college basketball games you're ever going to watch. If you missed it on Saturday, they blew the 24-point lead. Boise State came back, had a chance to win it at the buzzer. I mean, that ball was down. A little jumper. You saw it, Paulie. I mean, that ball was down. You were watching the Seals game.
Yeah.
So you weren't seeing it live when it happened.
I was enjoying both of your panic texts back and forth all break actually during every game, but last week in particular. I was watching you guys just full on panic.
And then it looks in overtime, they look completely dead, down 6 in the last 15 seconds or so. They miss a layup. Luckily, the ball gets blocked out right to LZ Harrington, who hits a 3 with 11 seconds to go. But they're still down 3, and Boise State has the ball to inbound. So you're going to have to probably foul. If they hit one free throw, game's likely over. Instead, they went for the home run pass. BJ Davis, with just unbelievable instincts, steals it, comes down, plays the one-on-one, let's get this three-pointer off somehow, and at the buzzer, in a defender's face, swishes it to force double overtime,
Now,
which was incredible.
But here's the thing: we're massive hypocrites because every time the Padres win an ugly one, we don't complain about wins in here, and we don't. We shouldn't. You should never complain about a win when your team wins a game. If it's ugly, if it's pretty, whatever, you don't complain about.
Padres don't get knocked for not winning with style though. And in college basketball,
unfortunately, you do.
You do get knocked for a win is not
good
just
point.
a win.
Making the playoffs is a simple matter of record in baseball. If you have a good enough
better
record, you are in. In basketball,
You have to be pretty too.
You have to be pretty. You
There's
have
no
to
resumes in
You have to
baseball,
impress the metrics.
Yeah.
You have to
Fair.
impress the committee.
Fair point.
And a win is sometimes not a win. Sometimes a win is a loss in college basketball if it's not impressive enough. So, Paul, you make a good point there. The other point is that there's a really good chance that none of these games do mean anything for San Diego State until the Mountain West tournament. They did not put together a good enough resume in non-conference to even really come close right now to an at-large bid.
Yeah.
Maybe if they went 17-1 in Mountain West play, they could play their way back into it. So far, so good. They are 3-0. So
Well, and
hey, if
that's
you keep
where
winning, but you've got all these road games, these tough games. You're going to lose some games in the Mountain West.
So here's the thing, though. If they were able to put together that 17-1 or something in the Mountain West, they're getting in. They're getting in.
I would think so.
Because of they now have heritage. They now have
I would agree.
a track record, right? That's something that the committee is going to sit in a room.
It ain't guaranteed,
But
but
it's not guaranteed,
probably.
but you feel much better about it.
But
So
do you
these
think
games,
this is a team that can go 17-1 or 16-2 in the Mountain West? I don't right now.
well,
They're letting so many inferior teams hang
they're,
for long
they're
enough.
going to lose some of
Eventually,
these games. They should have lost
Wyoming's
against
gonna-
Boise
yeah.
State. They should have lost that one. You got a tough game tomorrow at
but
Nevada.
You never thought. So the answer to your question is, do I think they can do it? Yeah. Why? Because of the preseason hype wasn't there for no reason. The preseason hype was actually there for a reason. On paper, as we know, on paper means nothing. We watched the 2023 San Diego Padres. It means nothing. You got to actually execute the games. But that 23 team and this team, they have the talent to do it.
Yep.
Can they do it? That's on them, but I do feel like these wins in the Mountain West are important. I don't think you can just pack it in and go, we'll just wait for Vegas.
Honestly, if they had lost that Boise State game, I think then for sure.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about winning 4 out of 5 days or whatever it is in Vegas.
I think I promise you, I won't complain once you get to March and the tournament. You win however you win.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about that.
You're not
That's-
even going to
that's
complain
survive
if
in
they
advance.
make the tournament.
That's survive in advance. In the Mountain West tournament, if you keep winning, I don't care how it looks. But right now, I'd like to see the team get over some of these issues. And the biggest one remains the problem with the rotation. They have 11 guys, and it's just too many to play in college basketball. It seems so unfair because you want to have depth. How can you have too many good players?
Yeah.
But right now, Brian Dutcher has a problem.
It's
And
kind of unexplainable.
it's his good players aren't good enough, but all of his players are too good to not play. And he just ends up with this kind of mishmash of guys on the court, none of which seem to have gelled together as a cohesive unit. I kind of liked what I saw. They benched Magoon Guath, apparently for disciplinary reasons,
Wow.
to start the Boise State game. Dutch simply said he's got some work to do.
he played like 14 or 15 minutes of a triple overtime game,
Yeah,
conference game.
So, and he hasn't been 100%, still coming back from the knee injury and hasn't been 100% himself, but clearly it's not going as well as they had hoped. But it looked like the team was better off with Jeremiah Odin in the starting lineup in the first half. Like, okay, I like this unit. I like Guath and Farrell Compton and BJ Davis coming off the bench. That looked like a great plan until the second half when it all kind of fell apart. And you still went back to the drawing board as to how are you going to figure out the right combination of guys to play and how much to play them. Miles Bird limping around again. I wasn't sure. Was it a cramp? Is he really injured? He has not been the Miles Bird that he was last season. Guath has not been the Guath he was last season. Your biggest star players just have not delivered for you the way you expected them, but you can't really not play them because you need them out there to become the stars. So you just are left in this no man's land of how do we get better, but still have to play the players that we have to play.
And it's the two guys that you were most excited about,
Of course,
coming
coming
back.
Yeah.
And that we all beat our chest, thumped our chest about it, and thought this is it. Like, this is going to be the team. And that loss to Troy, the ripple effects are feeling, and you can see the ripple effects now. Like you said, Paulie, letting inferior teams hang around instead of just foot to the throat.
I said it during the San Jose State game over the break. I was texting with some friends, and I'm like, this is like the third or fourth time already this season that I've said, hey, the Aztecs may go on and win this game. They may even cover the spread.
Yeah.
But this is not a good team. They do not look like a good basketball team. And sure enough, they went on a run in the last 4 minutes of that San Jose State game, ended up covering, everything. Everybody's happy. I'm going, I don't know. I guess it's the tale of two halves sometimes, and you can't judge it at halftime. But this team lets so many inferior teams just hang around long enough. Wyoming will knock you off. Air Force will knock you off. Those New Mexico, UNLV teams, they'll just beat you. If you let them hang long enough, they will just beat you.
Yeah, they dodged a giant bullet by winning that game. Boise State had them. in the comeback. So they did win it. So
Thank
they did
God for Elsie and BJ Davis.
Yeah.
Man, Elsie's been amazing. He's
Yeah,
been
he
incredible.
has. And as a freshman, I think he's playing great. Offensively, this team is much more talented than the vast majority of Brian Dutch or Steve Fisher teams. They can score the ball. They can move it in transition. They can run fast breaks. They're putting up a lot of points. It's the defensive side where you always expect San Diego State to be a little disorganized on offense. They play AAU ball on offense, and they don't mind. That's Dutch and Steve Fisher always said. If you play hard on defense and disciplined on defense, we'll give you some latitude on offense. I'm not going to pull you for taking a bad shot. If you're hustling and playing hard on defense, it's okay. But this team has so many lapses defensively that you don't expect from a San Diego State team. It's just weird. They're not the usual San Diego State type team. They've got some talent, but it's not coming together the way that it usually does. And at this point in the season, they've played far too many games to think that we're going to all of a sudden see a brand new team come, February and March. It just doesn't look like it's happening this year.
J-Dub says Michigan has 11 deep, and they're awesome. Yeah. Have they lost yet?
No. Arizona, Michigan remain undefeated, and
They've got
San Diego
7
State,
or
not
8.
the only team that's lost badly to those clubs.
Yeah.
That's not an indictment of the Aztecs.
Right.
They couldn't beat
They
Michigan.
have 7 or 8 potential NBA players.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Aztecs have 1 or maybe 2.
And right now?
Right
They
now,
were,
none. Right. I mean, Miles Bird was going to be a end of the first, start of the second round draft pick. I don't know that he would get drafted at this point
No.
based
I
on what
bet
he's done this season.
Magoon probably still gets drafted.
Probably, although his stock has certainly not been helped at all this season either.
Finally, I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter talking about, and again, it's people on Twitter, but talking about Magoon Guath and his effort or lack thereof in some certain situations. And again, don't know what the disciplinary reasons why he was benched for, but Brian Dutcher did say, look, there's things that you have to do in this program every day. He's not been doing it, but he will. I have complete confidence in that. So, yeah, man, it's weird how things work out. You really, really hope and pray that guys like him and Miles Bird will come back. And now you're looking at it going, would we have been better off had they not come back?
It's tough
Maybe.
it's tough to trust yourself after an injury as well.
Yeah.
I will give Magoon Guath, being a young guy coming off a serious injury, it's tough to mentally just let yourself play and not be worried. You're wearing a big bulky brace
Get
still.
hurt again.
It's tough to really just open up and be the guy that you are. So I understand that, and I have some sympathy to where he's coming from. But yeah, he has not really contributed to the Aztecs really much at all this season, which was shocking because you're so excited to get him back, and it just hasn't worked out the way you expected.
Well, what's the next game?
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. at Nevada, and the Wolfpack playing really well. They're 3-0 in the Mountain West.
All right.
Steve Alford coaching up his team
He's
as
the
he
guy
always
you
does.
hate,
He is the
right?
guy that I hate. Yeah, my least favorite coach in the Mountain West.
Spicy Ben
He's a good
coming
coach.
this week.
I just don't like his attitude.
Spicy Ben
Just-
coming this
he's
week.
one of those guys that gets under my skin. Very few do, but
I get it.
he kind of does. So I'd love to see San Diego State. If they can go in and get a big win on the road, they'll really, take control of the conference early. But this is the toughest game that they've played in conference so far. Altitude, Reno, good team. We'll know a lot more about San Diego State
Is there
after tomorrow
altitude
night.
at Reno?
Oh, yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, it's about-
down by Tahoe, right?
Yeah, it's up by Tahoe.
Up by Tahoe.
Yeah, it's like 4,000 or 5,000 feet, I think, up there. So one of the many altitude-y venues in the Mountain West.
Well, if they win, you feel a lot better. But I say
I do feel better if they win that
continue. I
game.
want you to continue to be hard on the Aztecs, Ben.
Okay.
Okay, don't listen to Craig.
Now there's people who say, well, can you be that hard on the Padres then?
No, he cannot.
I've never really, I'm kind of let myself fan almost more with the Aztecs than I do
Yeah,
with the Padres.
that's
I try to
true.
stay kind of more objective, and I try to be fair with the Padres for sure.
Well, there's
I get a
162
little more
games.
emotional
I was gonna say,
sometimes with
there's
the
a
Aztecs.
fewer
Yeah.
Aztecs games, the resume stuff.
The
plays,
being pretty,
Yep.
it's different. Baseball's not football. The living and die. We've all done it. We've all done it where we live and die by every game. It's not healthy. It's not a good way to watch a baseball season. Living and dying by every, on a Tuesday night game against the Reds that you didn't show up for. It's not the best way to live. So that's a personal. I've had to teach myself to not freak out. What did I say? I'm going to give myself 10 meltdowns this year. 10 out of 162. I'm going to have 10. I'm only going to let myself really panic or freak out about 10 games this year because I think that's.
I just hope you don't use them all in April and
Could
May.
you imagine just the first 10, 0 and 10? I'm just like, that's it. I'm done. Now I got to be chill for the rest of the year.
Speaking of college hoops, congratulations. A nice win Saturday night for the UCSD Tritons. They beat Hawaii 83-73, bouncing back from a 2-point loss at Cal Poly earlier in the week. And if you missed the announcement over the break, 97.3 The Fan is the new home for UCSD Tritons basketball here in San Diego. We're going to be carrying about a dozen men's, couple women's games the rest of the season, the Big West tournament as well. Program on the rise after making the NCAA tournament in their first year of eligibility last year. New coach, new players. I thought, this is going to be a rough season. They've actually played quite well. They're 11-3 so far.
Amazing.
Will be one of the teams to watch in the Big West, and certainly will have a chance, I would think, to get back to the NCAA tournament at the end of the year in March. It'll probably come down to them or UC Irvine or Hawaii, as it usually does. And then next year, they're moving to the WCC along with USD. So UCSD moving up in the athletics world quite quickly and partnering up now with 97.3 The Fan to bring you those games. And we'll have the schedule for you. You can look on our website if you want to check it out. But I know my dad and brother, both Triton alums, very excited by that news over the break that UCSD coming here to The Fan.
Love it. Love it. Very happy for them to get that deal done.
All right, you ready for the first DDT of the year?
I can't wait.
We have some audio from a hockey play-by-play announcer who did not realize he was still on the air.
Yeah, I've been sitting on this for 2 weeks.
It happened the night of
The night of the extravaganza.
It wasn't the night of the extravaganza?
That night.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we've got, for do this, one of the bigger earworms that you're ever going to hear. And it's going to ruin the song for you.
That's too bad.
Yep.
That's all coming up next after a check of traffic. It's Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First time this year, back in 2026 with SDFatLoss.com. Are you ready for a new you in the new year? Got some good news because due to overwhelming demand, and I mean overwhelming demand, SD Fat Loss has extended their huge New Year's sale. You can still get over 20% off for a limited time only. Find out about the program that I lost 40 pounds in 60 days with. You can expect to lose about the same, up to a pound of fat per day, 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 2 months by eating real foods from the grocery store. They'll show you how to do it, the portions, when to eat, and how to lose the weight quickly with no injections, no exercise necessary. They don't ask you to buy any meals or bars. It's all stuff that you like. You get to choose. And I chose chicken. I chose steak, some ahi tuna sometimes, vegetables that I liked. That made such a difference for me to find a sustainable program. Set up your free consultation today at sdfatloss.com. Lock in your savings before this amazing deal goes away. It's not too late to make some New Year's resolutions. It's certainly not too late to follow through on them and become a new you coming up here in 2026. Looking forward to it. Glad to be partnering up again with SDFatLoss.com in the new year. Check them out today, SDFatLoss.com. That's SDFatLoss.com. Results may vary.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Year number 8 of our longest running segment, DDT, brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't.
Leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
Do.
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
This.
Is a lot more affordable than you think. Visit trustandwill.com for more info.
You want me to get us started?
Yes, please.
All right, guys. Well, Philadelphia Flyers play-by-play man, Tim Saunders. Some might say he really blew this because you have to make sure when you are on a live microphone that when you go to commercial break, that the microphone is turned off. Well,
did he say one of the 7 words you're not allowed to say?
he did not, but
Okay.
he had a really unfortunate hot mic moment. This happened again the night of the extravaganza. So we've been sitting on this waiting. It's one of the funniest things that's happened. So we'll just play you the audio, let you decide for yourself.
Now they're going to take the TV timeout. We'll take it as well. 7 gone in the third. It's 3-2 Buffalo on the Philadelphia Flyers broadcast network.
Pump it up, it up, it up, it up.
While you're down there, would you mind me?
I think we're still on the air, Tim. No, we're not, are we?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you were. The way I pictured it in my head is like a producer goes down beneath the boards, got to plug something in. And, hey, while you're down there, would you mind blanking me? And, use your imagination. And his partner reminds him, hey, no, Tim, we're still on the air.
I think we're still on the air, Tim.
The laugh. Good prank, buddy.
No, we're not, are we?
Yeah, we are. We are. They were on the air.
That's the maniacal laugh of a man that knows.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Now he
Might
got
get in trouble for that one.
he got suspended for 2 games, which is
Was he supposed to be off the air? Did someone not go to the commercial when
It was a long.
they were supposed to? It sounded like
It sounded like it. I don't know how his partner knew that they're still in the air. Maybe it was
That
the
could have been the
producer.
producer,
I have
yeah,
no
board
idea.
op.
But yeah, while you're down there, I've said that 1,000 times. 1,000. Ben, while you're down there, yeah, I mean 1,000 times.
Yeah.
2-game suspension. I think that perfect. Okay, their radio partner 97.5 The Fanatic said, we have suspended him for 2 games, and we do not, we're aware of the inappropriate comment.
I just picture like their program director. Hey,
I have to write a statement.
did Yins really say this?
Yins. These remarks do not reflect the standards of conduct or values we expect from everyone associated with our organization. We take this matter very seriously. Sincerely apologize to our listeners, fans, and all those affected by these comments. Imagine listening to that live. Imagine Jesse Agler telling Dave Marcus, hey, while you're down there, I would die. I would die laughing.
While you're down there, would you mind me?
I'm sure Mutt Grant would never
No.
say something off color when he thought he was off the air.
God, it's so. Hey, can you not ask people to fillet you on the air, please?
I sent that to you guys like late Friday night, early
Christ.
Saturday morning, whenever I saw it. And I go, I'm putting this on the rundown. I know we're not on the air for like 15 days or whatever.
Remember it.
This
Big
is an
Bob
all-timer.
Uecker and his analyst from Major League Energy. You can't say GT on the air.
Yeah, nobody's
Don't
listening.
worry, nobody's listening
Oh,
anyway.
it's so
Flyers
good.
game.
So good.
Oh my God.
All right, I will go to story number 2 on DDT. And I would like to first start by congratulating you, Stephen Woods.
Yeah.
You, Paul Reindl, and myself, Ben Higgins.
Yeah.
Because each of us individually had as many interceptions this year as the entire New York Jets roster.
Yeah, incredible.
That, of course, would be 0.
I
0
could
for
not
Paul,
believe that.
0 for Woods, 0 for me, and 0 for every single New York Jet. Every cornerback, every safety, every linebacker. Not one pass tipped at the line of scrimmage into the
Nothing.
hands of a defender
Not a bit.
all season long. And that has never happened in the history of the NFL, dating back to 1933 when they first started tracking
Ever?
the stat. In fact, no team had ever had fewer than 2 all season until the Jets managed to get through, yes, even yesterday's game against Mitchell Trubisky playing for the
He still
Buffalo
plays?
Bills.
Oh, my God.
He came in, so Josh Allen
He got his
he
start.
extended his streak,
Yep.
got his start, and then they played Mitchell Trubisky the rest of the game. Didn't throw a pick, though, and the Jets went interceptionless for the entire 2025 football season.
It's almost, I mean, it is impossible. That no team has ever done it. The first in NFL history. So opposing quarterbacks finished the year against the Jets. 3,674 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That is a level of futility. I don't even know what you compare it to in other sports. You don't make a free throw for 2 weeks. Like it's
I don't know. I
unbelievable.
don't know. That's an interesting comparison. I mean, like not a grand slam all season. I mean, that
Like not hitting a
happens, I
home
think.
run for like
A month?
yeah, how
Something
long?
like a month, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, yeah, you only expect to maybe get 1 a game at most, but over the course of the year, you should have 10, 15, 20, 25 interceptions as a team.
Should at least
at
have
some
one.
point. Yeah.
At least one. They're unbelievable. All right, this is for our first do this of 2026.
DD mega doo-doo.
Somebody tweeted this to me over the weekend, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna check it out. And I started dying laughing. Did you guys probably not, but Ben, you like wrestling now. Have you ever heard of a wrestler named Stephen Flo?
I have not heard of Stephen Flo.
Well, listen, he is the grunge tribute wrestler. He
It's
comes
just
out.
like wears flannel.
He
or-
wears flannel, comes out in like the Eddie Vedder gray t-shirt with the flannel over it, and he's a wrestler. He has the build of like us. I mean, he doesn't look
Just
like,
looks like a dude.
he's like a dude.
Well,
like he looks
like
like he's
most grunge guys, kind of
sitting at a
sad
bar.
and scrawny looking.
Yeah, kind of sad and scrawny. But it's not that he goes by the name Stephen Flo that's makes it a do this. It's that he has created his own entrance song based on Pearl Jam's Even Flow, and it has ruined Even Flow.
Even Flow.
Even Flow, but he's Stephen Flow. Check this out. Stephen Flow.
Flo is on his way.
Yeah. Sounds like.
Oh, Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Okay, so he actually he didn't just do the chorus.
He just
He
did
did the
every
whole
word
song.
and made it Stephen Flo. This song has big sucking on a chili dog energy, doesn't it?
Making up words. He sings that song like we all sing.
I don't know where he is.
Long intro.
Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Stephen Flo. Yeah, I'm in.
Forever. Forever. That's how I will be singing that song for the rest of my life. If I hear it, usually if I hear Even Flow on the radio, I'll turn it because I got worn out on Even Flow like everybody did. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because when I hear it on 91X or 94.9 today as I'm driving home, I'll be screaming Stephen Flow.
Well, your name is Stephen.
I know.
My middle name is Stephen.
That's right.
So we can enjoy that together.
Forever. I love it.
Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog.
The whole song.
Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili
Are lyrics
dog.
overrated? Do we just not
Chili
need
dog.
most of them?
Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a dog. Sucking on a chili dog.
It's incredible.
Chili.
That is Don't Do This on a Monday. First one of the year. Banger.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, we got a little football talk in there with the Jets, but we have the college football playoff semifinals now set. We have the NFL playoffs, wild card matchups now set. We can go through a little football talk from the weekend. Coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort. Now open.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. It's Bennett Woods, first show of 2026. And don't forget, coming up at 9 a.m., we will announce this morning's biggest fan. Yes, it's back. Still some chances to get into our grand prize drawing for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padres game later this year with all the fan staff, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. You can still register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan in order to potentially have your name called. Big time of the year for football. We're baseball people, but you can't avoid it right now with the college football playoffs, with the NFL playoffs now set and getting started on Saturday. I think the college football playoff semifinal games are Thursday and Friday evenings this week.
Yeah, Thursday you got Miami against Ole Miss, which should be an unbelievable game. And then Friday you've got Oregon against Indiana, which should be an unbelievable game. I mean, that's a great last Final Four here in college
All right,
football.
let's start with college, and then we can get to the NFL stuff, because we're going to have, so that means Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because the NFL playoffs are Saturday through Monday. So 5 straight days.
Yeah, damn.
Huge football games.
I actually had the chance over the break because we were on vacation, and I believe it was pouring rain that day. I mentioned this on the live stream that we did. I went in and looked at my wife, and I said, we have to go to the bullpen. I got to call for the big, tall righty and bring in the iPads. I just do. I got to bring in the iPads. I'm at my wit's end. You know, there's only so many games of Uno and Yahtzee and ground balls that you can throw. I said, it's pouring rain. I want to watch these football games. Can we give the kids the iPad? She said, yeah, just do it. Let's preserve our sanity and let you watch some football. I had to watch all 3 games that day, and it was delightful. I haven't been able to sit and watch a football game. I got to sit and watch all 3. And
2 of them were terrible.
2 of them were terrible. Absolutely
The
terrible.
last one was fantastic.
The last one was unbelievable. Not if you're our boss, Adam.
Yeah,
Sorry, Adam.
unfortunately for our Georgia Bulldog boss, Ole Miss, which is right now the story. Well, Indiana's the story.
Yes,
But
yes.
Ole Miss is the feel good story, I guess, of the playoffs. After Lane Kiffin leaves for LSU, they rise up, they win their first 2 playoff games and advance to the Final Four. That was the best game, 40-yard completion by Trinidad Chambliss in the final minute to set up the winning field goal, and then they had the safety on the last play that made it 39-34. But this is all the weirdest story because now the coaching staff, and I haven't heard an update in the last couple of days. Are they sticking around to coach this game? Because
So-
all of his assistants that were going to go with him to LSU, like Charlie Wise Jr., were sticking around
6.
for these playoff games. But now the transfer portal is open. Like, we need to start our new jobs, guys. I'm sorry, we're running out of time here. But Ole Miss is still in contention for the national championship.
I honestly, I saw that their running backs coach is leaving. I believe his name is Kevin Smith, if I'm not mistaken. He is going to go ahead and split. He's going to leave after that big win. And again, it was one of those things where Lane was probably like, because remember, Lane wanted to stay and coach. Well, I don't get it. Why don't I get to stay and coach? And they said, look, man, you're going to LSU. And you're taking the majority of the staff with you, just go ahead and go. Go walk out on the court with Kim Mulkey and just go be Lane Kiffin in Baton Rouge. You're not our problem anymore. And he's like, fine, then I'll let these guys stick around. 100% because he didn't think they could win. That's the only reason he let them stay. He did not think they would beat the juggernaut of Georgia. He just didn't. And by the way, neither did anyone else.
Yeah.
Neither did anyone else. Everybody thought Georgia's going to steamroll this team without a coach. Pete Golding, as much as Kurt Cignetti has stolen the headlines for good reason, what he's done at Indiana is remarkable. They'll write books about it. But I think Pete Golding is actually a really incredible story. Ole Miss's coach that came in, his attitude, the way he talked, the way he did his pregame interviews, his postgame interviews, his sideline interviews. What a dude. What an absolute guy. And you now had Ole Miss players coming out saying, Lane was kind of a fraud. He was kind of a fraud. And when Pete came in, we were all so refreshed by his brand of coaching. And they went out and won. They went out and beat Georgia. Georgia was a heavy favorite in
Despite
that
butchering the clock at the end of the first half.
Oh, my God, I know.
Which felt a little like some coaching issues there. Understandable when you have so much transition and turmoil. But they still ended up getting the job done in the second half. And now they will play Miami in the Fiesta Bowl. And Miami looks like one of the most dangerous teams left.
They look so nasty, dude. Fierce on defense. Carson Beck, I think everybody's waiting for Carson Beck to go Carson Beck, and he just hasn't yet. But their defense is astounding.
Well, it's so, there are like many top programs. They have great athletes, but you don't expect anyone to physically manhandle Ohio State.
Crushed
the way that Miami did. That was the most impressive thing I think I saw all weekend was just how they dominated. Really took Julian Sayin out of it with the 2 interceptions, the 72-yard pick 6 return that put Miami in good position. And then when Ohio State came back, as I expected them to do, Miami just stomped on them. Just put the foot like you always want your team to do. Just run the ball. Just make you stop them. And they couldn't. And they went down, scored that touchdown, and locked up the 24-14 win to advance with the Cotton Bowl victory to now get a really intriguing matchup, I think, against Ole Miss on Thursday night. One of those teams, neither of them expected to do anything in the playoff now, will play for the national championship. One or the other will be the absolute Cinderella story in the championship game, which we think will be against Indiana. The way they're playing, Oregon also was very impressive in their win over Texas Tech. Defensively, forcing 4 turnovers, 4 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. Texas Tech, with their huge money roster, just could not do anything against Oregon at all.
Well, we got as many picks as the New York Jets this year. We also scored as many points as the Texas Tech Red Raiders, blanked by Oregon 23-0. Yeah, not a great game at all. But you had teams in the playoffs, and you're like, why are you here? Alabama looked like they did not belong on that field. As many of us said, the way that they played down the stretch, they looked horrible. They've looked horrible for 2 months.
I know you were mad because Notre Dame didn't get in. Yeah, and I understand that. Alabama at least won a playoff game to get to this playoff game,
but against another team that had no business being in the playoffs in Oklahoma. Listen, man, the SEC 4-9 in bowl games. It speaks for itself. I don't need to come on here and go on a rant, but it speaks for itself. This gauntlet this is the question I wanted to pose to you guys. You've seen the playing field even out over the last couple of years, and when NIL arrived, how much money was the SEC paying its players before NIL came? You know, it happened in every program. There were benefits. I spent 2 years at Holy Cross, which is across the street from Notre Dame. I live next door to 2 linebackers in a really nice apartment that I know we're getting stuff. I know it. It's happened everywhere. The disparity in the SEC and everywhere else, though, what was that disparity? Because now, with other teams being able to pay their players, how big was the disparity? We had Ed Orgeron on our show.
Right. He was totally kidding when he was talking about bringing money through the back door.
A joke.
He was so kidding that he said it on another huge podcast, 3 days later. What was the disparity, you guys? Like, we're millions as opposed to hundreds?
Seeing now how
millions as opposed to
much
thousands?
leveled out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
the
staggering.
parity between like Big Ten schools, because they have so much TV money. They can now legally spend what SEC schools were already spending kind of under the table. But the disparity between the halves, the SEC, the Big Ten, and everybody else, especially the group of 5, is just getting wider
and wider.
And wider and wider, which is bad news for schools like San Diego State, which, of course, lost key players like Trey White, their star defensive player, entering the transfer portal. Not unexpected. Why wouldn't you? He can get more than San Diego State's entire payroll, essentially, just for himself by transferring. You've got to do it. He'd be dumb not to. And they are getting some players back. Lucky Sutton, Jordan Napier, they're coming back. But, Sean Lewis has to basically restock with guys from schools you've never heard of. They signed a couple of transfers, one from a school I had never heard of before in my life. But that's what you have to do now when you're a group of 5. They did get a couple of Michigan State, like fallback offensive lineman twins, I guess, yesterday. But it's not a good world for the group of 5 schools anymore with NIL and the disparity.
No, it's tough.
Since the expansion in the college football playoffs, you've seen all of these teams that get the bye weeks. They're losing.
One team won, and it was Indiana.
1 in 6
in the 2
or
years.
something.
The rest versus rust.
I mean,
is real. In
I
college
think
football.
so. Like,
not in baseball.
If they're gonna keep expanding this, they gotta figure something out where these teams don't have like a month off or something.
It's tough. I don't know how you do it. I don't know.
We'll find out later
it.
this month. They will. I think January 23rd is the date they will announce what the playoff will look like next year, at least. Whether it's still going to be 12 or expanded to 16. Whether they're going to change the dates, I don't know.
In that committee's hands, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
I want to talk a little bit more about Indiana. Let's check traffic, and we'll talk about what is one of the most amazing stories in sports this century, I think, next here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danek.
Might still encounter some slick roadways due to scattered showers hitting parts of the county. Rain should taper off, though, later this morning. Right now, there is a collision on southbound 5 right at the East 54 connector ramp. It's a solo spin out. It's been moved over the right shoulder. Also, westbound King Freeway before Bancroft. Collision in the center divide. In the North County, Center City Parkway on-ramp to southbound 15, crash over the right shoulder, and getting a stalled bus out of the left lane on westbound 78 right before Nordall Road. I'm Kelly Danek with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All guests on Ben and Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. What's the equivalent of what Indiana has done for any other sport? I can't even think of it.
It's like the Marlins ripping off 2 deep runs.
Dominant seasons.
Yeah. I mean, but
something like that.
They did that when they were, they
I just don't know that you can compare it to baseball because it's professional.
Like the Padres going on 2 deep
not,
runs. Honestly,
not even, not really. I mean,
kind of.
Indiana has historically been one of the worst football programs in, power conference football in history. Like in history,
dude. Yes,
Padres have been historically
and they
one
didn't.
of the losingest teams.
No
in
one really
baseball
thought they could change that, and if they did, it was going to take a long time. Like San Diego State basketball was one of the worst basketball programs in America, and Steve Fisher came in and turned it around, which is great. But it took him years of, changing the culture and bringing in better players. They didn't get to the NCAA tournament for 3 or 4 years. They didn't, win NCAA tournament games for almost 9 or 10 years. And they didn't get to the national championship for 23 years with Brian Dutcher. Indiana has condensed all of that from where San Diego State basketball was in like 1999 to do it in 2 years, just instantly. What Curt Cignetti has done is
Incredible.
almost unprecedented in sports. That major of a turnaround from being one of the worst to absolutely looking like nothing can stop them on their way to a national championship. It's just an amazing story.
It really is. 14 straight games they have won. And he's an incredible coach. He's a lunatic. No question. I mean, we all saw his press conference last year. Google me. Okay. I mean, he's backed that up. And I do feel like, looking at these 4 teams left, I do feel like it's going to be probably Miami against Indiana. What a game. What a game between those two teams. They're both nasty. Go ahead.
I like Eric's comparison. Colorado Rockies this year win the NL West, next year win the World Series.
Yeah.
How? It sounds impossible, just like it would have sounded impossible for Indiana 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You're playing in the same division as Ohio State and Michigan, national champions, just like the Rockies are playing against the Dodgers and the Padres. You have no chance, right?
None.
That would be the equivalent, essentially, the next 2 years. They just snap their fingers and become the best team in baseball.
Man, and you say what you want about, Coach Saban, the way he ran that team. I love Coach Saban. I really do. I think he is the gold standard. All 4 coaches left are from his coaching tree. Now that is legacy. There's been a lot of good coaches, but 4 guys all playing for national championship potentially from your coaching tree, that's legacy.
2 hours down, 2 hours to go on Ben and Woods. And when we come back, Paulie and I have a little surprise for you.
Great. Morrissey tickets, perhaps.
Next.
A cash
No,
prize.
he canceled his
On
concert.
97.3 The Fan.
All right, we are halfway home. First show of the year for Ben and Woods. Thanks so much for being here. It's good to be back, man. Really, really good to be back. See your smiling faces. See all the people in the chat as well. It's good to get back into a routine, certainly.
Don't get into a routine too fast, though, because we're here for another 3 days.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we're gone again. Not gone off the air,
We'll be here.
but gone from this studio as we head out to Arizona for Fantasy Camp 2026.
Can't wait. I was telling my wife this morning. I'm Woodsy, by the way. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer, and Ben Higgins, friendly neighborhood sports anchor. I was telling my wife this morning, it's going to be weird this year without Randy, obviously, the great Randy Jones. I'm looking. It's weird to say I'm looking forward to the remembrances of him, but I am. I'm looking forward to hearing everyone's funny Randy stories and laughing.
He's like a personal, dear friend of ours.
Yes.
And which makes it so much worse when you lose a friend like that. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. If there's going to be like a locker with a Jones jersey or something, I'm gonna get emotional when I see it.
But it's going to be cool too because we have a lot of different people coming out. Major Garrett's rolling with us. We actually get to room with Major Garrett. He's going to be in our Airbnb, which I don't know if he's prepared for the Woodsy and Paul Airbnb experience.
I told him don't plan on seeing us very often.
Yeah, you won't see us a lot.
Like we're gonna get home. We'll go into our rooms at like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And be like, see you in the morning.
Yeah, I still remember the day I got back from golf at like 5:15, and I knocked on the door. I couldn't get in because you were both dead asleep already.
It's tiring.
At like 5:15.
It's tiring. Yeah. Dave McCrary's going to be there. The
husband of Emma Stone.
Husband of Emma Stone is going to be there. There's going to be some fun people, so I'm excited to.
Jake
Garriani's coming. He's actually going to play though. I like a sports anchor that will actually go out and play.
If you're gonna go all the way out there,
you might as well
work from the complex and cover fantasy camp.
You might as well put a uniform on and go out and give it the old college try.
That worked out really well for John Howard, who took
5 minutes.
One
5 minutes.
swing and
ripped
tore
his
something in
hamstring.
his hamstring. That's what would happen to me.
Hey,
ask Troy Hirsch how his week went last year. He had a great time.
I think he won a championship, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. So anyway. But it's great to be back. But yeah, we're going to be heading out. Paulie and I will leave on Thursday at about 8 a.m. It's going to be am I to understand it's going to be the Ben and Adam show from 8 to 10?
For a couple hours. Yeah.
Yeah, we can air check it on the way out to El Centro.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
We should see how long you can make it on the 8 East.
We're just going to we have 6 segments. We're
going
to
make
do
it to
6
Alpine?
Adam Klug mini polls on Thursday from 8 to 10 a.m.
How about that guy throwing up a mini poll over the weekend after his beloved Georgia lost to Ole Miss? No, so I'm excited. It's always a fun week and getting to talk to the old Padres players, and it's the usual, right? Like Peavy is going to be out there, Hoffy will be out there. I texted with Archie and Tim Flannery; they're going to be there. So
Tim Lawler, Chris Gomez,
Nice.
Greg Garcia's coming back.
GG, I love it, man.
Bob Scanlon, who didn't play for the Padres, but I feel like he's a Padres legend,
100%.
and he absolutely. I'm like, why haven't you been there every single year?
No question.
I feel like it's right up his alley. So the fantasy camp, it got moved up a couple of weeks due to the World Baseball Classic, spring training starting earlier.
Because if one of you guys plays well, they might want to add you to the World Baseball Classic roster.
Team Italy might come.
Just want to make sure you have enough time to show off your skills early enough.
No, but I really like how. So typically we go out the week of like Martin Luther King Day. Is that Monday? We're usually off the air. We do a 4-day week, Tuesday through Friday. So our schedule, it's like a wraparound over the weekend. So we will have our first show from Fantasy Camp Friday morning. Literally as like guys are walking into the locker room for the first time, seeing all their jerseys and everything. So we'll be there that day. Then we have full Fantasy Camp days, but we're off the air Saturday and Sunday. And then we'll go back and we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, and then head home. Yeah, back in studio all together next Thursday. So, yeah, it should be a really fun week. A lot of great content you're not going to be able to hear anywhere else, but right here on 97.3 The Fan.
Got to do the drive to Peoria through the desert, which it'll be my second drive in a week. I if you were on our live stream, I told the story. I was in Henderson over the break visiting my friend Scott. I went up on New Year's Eve. Got there, we barbecued. It was great. We're going to play golf for a couple of days and just enjoy the last couple of days of our holiday break. Unfortunately, his wife had to undergo emergency gallbladder surgery, and I just turned around and went home the next day. So That was a lot of
Ben's like,
driving.
well,
yeah, that's a
sorry you're in so much pain
Yeah,
and
no, that's
surgery,
fine.
but if there's no
She's
golf
doing
for
well.
me, I'm
She's
out of here.
back. She's doing well, and I wanted to get out of their hair. I mean,
That's the
you don't
thing.
want a house guest when you're coming home from the hospital. So
I don't want a house guest when I'm not in the
exactly.
hospital.
So I thought that would be the wise move by me, is just to clear out. So yeah. So now back in the car again. Hopefully I don't turn right around. Something happens and I have to head back to San Diego. I go on Thursday after the show. So
Imagine driving all the way out to Henderson to play golf and she didn't play one round of golf. That sucks.
turn right around. You know, no joy in my life. Exactly.
I felt so bad for him. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Only you. Oh, no, it would happen to me too. Who am I kidding? All right, what's the surprise?
All right. So if you joined us at the beginning of the show, we got the bad news over the weekend that my Christmas gift, my from the heart Christmas gift to Woods,
Amazing gift.
tickets to see Morrissey, a ticket to see
Ticket,
Morrissey,
yes.
a ticket to see Morrissey tomorrow night at the Civic Theater, went down the drain when Morrissey did his bit of canceling at the last minute.
He loves that bit.
And Woods said, well, I mean, do I just get the money that you paid for the ticket? And I explained to him, no, I mean, I haven't even gotten the money back yet. It's going to be refunded to my credit card, but I'm not just going to write you a check for the cash that you would have gotten. That's not a gift.
Right.
That's not a Christmas present. And
Everyone
you said,
hates
well, what?
cash.
He said, well, so I just don't get a Christmas present this year? And I said for a little bit that was true, but I actually was lying because Paulie and I did get you something
You
else.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. It just didn't get here in time.
It was hiding.
Yeah, this actually was going to be part of your present as well, but it did not arrive in time. And I
Oh,
know
you
it's
guys
not
made me-
Morrissey in a box.
Going to make me cry again.
But yeah, I saw this idea and I thought you would just love it. And then Paulie really helped me execute it, I think, all the way. And he's gonna help and share some of the details with the tier ones. But Woodsy's opening his box now. And it's your own Ben and Woods
What?
album. In fact, it's
a vinyl
show
record.
music and clips from the show, vinyl of our show.
Oh my God.
that you can
this
actually
is-
play on your record player.
This is it plays?
Yeah. It's an actual vinyl that's pressed with show moments. In fact, Paulie has
so
some of them that he included on the list that we put together for you.
Benny hit me up. Gosh, I
Yeah,
mean,
it was like early
like
December, I think. or-
10 days, 15 days before the extravaganza with this idea. And I said, wait. This is a really good idea. Let's see if we can make this happen. I mean, rush shipping.
Wait, you had this idea?
Yeah, actually, my trainer told me about this, and I thought, oh, that would be such a good thing. Woods would love having an album of our show.
But he needed a little help on the
Yeah.
execution. We tried it. We did rush shipping, everything.
Yeah.
It got there like a day before Christmas. So we didn't have it for the show. But so we're putting this together, and every track on the album is something Ben and Woods show related. Yeah, it's got our logo on the center of the vinyl.
This is a gem. One
I-
of one.
I checked it out. Like, it works. It's pretty cool. So just, it's got like our show open, obviously, is the
Yep.
first track. It's got things like, we don't play this one a ton, but
Is that Round and Round by Rat?
It's
on here?
it's
well, it's
Kyle Higashioka.
Oh,
and you.
yeah. So this is on there.
This is on the album, yeah.
like this actual
clip.
This is incredible.
not really Round and Round by
No,
Rat.
let me read you the track list. Side A. This is, by the way, it's Ben and Woods.
Just picture with the crackle and the hiss
Yeah,
of the
vinyl.
album going around.
Ben and Woods soundtrack, volume 69. And this is us on the cover. And then the back, the track side A opens with the show open. Then it goes into Basketball Woods. Then Round and Round. Then Ben doing Blue Moon. Then Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
The guy, yeah. It's a shame if they lose.
Side B is My Friend Ben, which is a great song.
Ben, you're my friend, Ben, you're my friend, you're the best old Ben there's ever been.
I love it.
I mean, we had plenty of other clips that like get more juice on the show. than some of these musical, but I wanted it to all be kind of a musical theme.
Yep.
If it's Ben reading raps or Ben singing
What a Fool Believes.
What a Fool
is on here.
Believes,
We have
but-
Sucking on a Chili Dog. We have Ben Reed's raps, and then we have Christmas classics. I'm assuming it's what I think it is. Yeah, 100%.
But no, it's
incredible.
What,
It's
8,
an
9,
incredible
10
gift.
tracks of music related bits on our show, really kind of spanning from like over
The
the,
beginning.
whole from the beginning to more recent. So
This is an incredible gift. Look how big you were back then. This is
Yeah,
an
but that's a
old
good
thing.
album cover,
It's
isn't
a
it?
great
It's like a
album
great
cover.
album
you're
cover.
supposed to that way, yeah. So like the Ben and Woods is on the left side going up. That's
so incredible. I appreciate it very much. It's a one of one, and I'm the only one on the planet that has it, which makes me very happy. I did the
Technically, I think it's one of 3 now.
Oh, is it one of 3?
Yeah, you pressed one. Forgot one
got
for
one
each
for
of us.
Oh, good. All right,
So,
one
yeah.
of 3. All right. I did the record alphabetization. Is that the right word?
Alphabetization.
I got over the break, right? I do this every year where
cataloging.
I cataloged, but I did the office clean out. I did the bathroom clean out. I did the closet clean out. We did the garage clean out, which was really hard but epic.
You showed up for it.
It
On
looks-
the,
I
the
did.
calendar
I-
session, you
I
showed
made
up.
it.
Okay.
I got all that dialed in. I looked at my records. I went, I need to alphabetize these so that when I want something, I know where it is. I had my kids help me. You forget, by the way, how hard it is to alphabetize things. You think I'm wrong until you have 14 A bands and you're trying to alphabetize them. You know what else I did?
Why is it so hard?
It just is. You're like the Allman Brothers, the Afghan Wigs, and you're just like there's so many records.
Right.
You
You
forget.
just kind of lay them out though, and then
You
they
do.
each go in their slot, and then
But
you just keep going.
you forget how hard it is to do A. This is ABB. This
you have
is
to sing the song the
ABBB.
entire time when you're doing it.
The alphabets. No, but you know what I did is I alphabetized them all by the first name instead
Oh.
of the last name because I wanted to keep it easier.
Mhm.
Because if you want to go to Tom Waits, right, you go
You
to
go to T instead of W.
Yes.
No, that's
yes.
unacceptable.
It kind of was, and I thought about it after the deal. I thought about it after, like I should have done it, but I want it for my kids. So when they want to hear a record, they don't have to.
Right.
Right. So it's much easier to just go with the first letter, and that was an undertaking. It took about 4 hours to get them all alphabetized.
But where
They-
does this one go? In B then?
This
Under
is
Ben
it.
and Woods?
So it's going to go under soundtracks.
Okay.
And I have a soundtrack section where this will go. So, but yeah. So how would you alphabetize this? Under B or
I would
under
think-
W?
I would think that would be B.
B,
Because
yeah.
we're more, it's like a band name rather than an artist name.
So Steve says categorized by genre, easy peasy. Hardly. It's hardly easy peasy. Oh, this is rock. This is indie
Well,
rock. This is
a
alternative.
lot of
There's too
bands
many
cross
genres.
genres
Yes,
now. So
100%.
it's very hard to decide.
Yeah. So we did that. But we felt I got so dialed in over the break. It was so nice. That everything is.
Oh, it's nice. Good
It's
feeling to
so-
start the
oh.
year. You actually started the year fresh.
I did.
That's
I
great.
did. It was great. It was great. I loved it. And Bo helped me do the alphabetization. And man, it took forever. And I thought to myself, I got to get rid of some of these. This is getting ridiculous.
But it's also educational for Bo
Yep.
to work on alphabetization.
Yes, it was, and for his dad too, who had a hard time alphabetizing things.
Because now I'm sure AI could do that in
In a
a
heartbeat.
second.
I know.
Alphabetize this entire record list for me.
So
Thank
you guys, did you do any cleanups or get dialed in for the new year? Or?
Not yet. We're getting my mom's getting new couches, so we're getting the hand-me-downs
Oh,
because
nice.
they're better than our couches. So that's happening soon.
I like that.
And that will require some cleaning out of the old stuff. So
Yeah.
that probably will happen later in January.
That garage clean out was a mother. I mean, it was hey,
Sure.
it looked like Dick's Sporting Goods in there. It was
Took more than an hour, right?
oh, it took
Because you were only slotted in for an hour on the calendar.
3 hours.
Yeah, that's-
3 hours. And my wife, man, when she gets after it, God,
Can I borrow
After
her
it.
and all?
No.
Okay.
for what purpose?
To clean.
No,
She's-
you're not. I'm
you
not
say
going to
she
send my
enjoys it.
wife to your
Your
house. to
vacuums
clean.
all over the place. I just feel like if your house is just so clean at this point and she's missing like the cleaning process, I've got plenty for her to do at our house.
No, I'm
Okay.
not sending my wife to your home to clean your home.
Just checking.
Good Lord. Take some of that money that you didn't have to spend and hire a cleaning lady. How about that? Take my
You're-
Christmas.
you're welcome for your Christmas
That's my
present.
Christmas present to you. You can use
Get
that
that
money.
refund.
Yeah, get that refund and then go spend it on a cleaning lady. Enjoy. And here's another gift from me to you.
They're hard to find.
I
by
got
the
you some good gifts. How about one more?
way. Yeah.
One
we
more.
haven't had a That's probably been 2 or 3 years.
I don't
since we've
think
had a
anyone wants to
cleaning
hear
lady.
you
I know.
lamenting on your lack of cleaning ladies.
I know.
In the
Well,
year 2026. It's just hard to find a good one.
It's
these
a
days.
nice luxury to have.
It
when
is.
You can afford it and you can find one. Because I don't have one right now.
Somebody
so,
asked how many
yeah.
vinyls. I've got about 500.
Wow.
About 500 records, which isn't a lot, but boy, it looks like a lot when you take them off the shelf.
Which is one of the reasons why you're so good at Take on Woods and why we have made some adjustments going into 2026. We will play our game coming up next, but instead of just Woods taking on a tier 1 in music, you will have your choice. I will give
I'm
you the 3
nervous, man.
categories: music, television, or movies. And you will play against Woods in the same fashion, 5 questions, 60 seconds, with a chance to win the trip to Las Vegas. But if you've always been afraid to go, I don't know enough about music to take on Woods, but you thought, I do watch a lot of TV or I do see a lot of movies over the years, this is your opportunity. 833-288-0973. 833-288-0973. Our first game of the year.
Now, we're going to stick with those 3 categories for the most part, or are you going to mix in other rounds as well?
We'll see how it goes to start.
But
and
start with TV, music, movies.
those are the first 3 to start.
And if somebody picks TV, for example, today, then
I'll
you'll
replace it with another TV
TV
category
Okay.
tomorrow. Or if they pick music, I will replace it with another music category. And you'll have your opportunity to qualify every single day. We'll still do real or fake on Thursdays, just to mix it up on our Throwback Thursdays. But Take on Woods coming up next year with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
First time in 2026, Woods and I get to talk about 7 Mile Casino. It's long been our place for cards in San Diego. Make it yours as well. So easy to get to, right down the 5 freeway in Chula Vista. Does not require the long drive, especially when the weather can be a little dicey. The rain has fallen, the treacherous roadways of the East County. None of that. Go right down to Chula Vista. You are there right off the 5 freeway.
That's exactly right, man. Just 7 minutes from downtown. 7 Mile Casino's got everything that you're looking for. If you like to play cards, that's the spot for you. Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, Baccarat, and what am I missing?
Texas Hold'em, Baccarat,
California style blackjack.
California
My
style, your
favorite.
favorite.
My
I was going
favorite.
to say, how did you forget your favorite?
It's day 1 of year 8, Ben. That's how. Check it out for yourselves. You will not be disappointed.
Absolutely. Have a great meal at Sammy's at 7 Mile. They are back for the new year with the great menu at Sammy's, plus the 24/7 players menu, the Kung Pao chicken, the Asian pork chop with the slaw. Also delicious and so easy to get to at 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
Okay, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
New day on Ben and Woods.
I'm excited.
Ooh, I am too.
And keep in mind, it will be an evolving process.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll refine it, make it better and better as we go
We didn't
on.
move the time. We didn't change the format a ton. I think it's gonna add more inclusion.
It really helps Ben too, because it gives you
opens up a whole new world of ideas.
You've been doing music categories every day for like 5 years.
Yeah, I was going back, and we're into the hundreds and hundreds, close to 1,000 Take on Woods categories that I've had to come up with.
Songs
All
that start with Y,
I don't-
songs that start with a Z.
I've done just about everything. Well, I'll keep finding some new ones, but this
helps.
Opens up a new world of possibilities.
I'm nervous.
All right, so we got our first contestant on the line. Let's get to it for the first time in 2026. Let's take on Woods. Take on Woods, brought to you by Bay Alarm, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you. In fact, when I came to the building this morning, got here at 5 a.m., Take On Me by AHA was playing on the speaker. And I thought, all right, that's a good omen. Let's see if it's a good omen for Travis, our first contestant of the year. Hello, Travis.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you. It's good to have all the tier ones back. Here's what you're playing for. If you can beat or tie Woods, you will qualify for our new monthly grand prize. 2 tickets to Sammy Hagar at Dolby Live at Park MGM, a 2-night stay at Park MGM Las Vegas, and a $100 gas card. Sammy Hagar returns to Vegas with his Best of All Worlds residency. Get ready to rock with your favorite hits from Van Halen, Sammy Solo, and more. March 11th through 21st and September 18th through 26th at Dolby Live at Park MGM. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. So here are your 3 choices of category in the 3 different disciplines. We've got for music, Soul Searching, 5 artists and song titles that include the word soul. For television, today's category is medical dramas. And for movies, the category is Cruisin' for a Bruisin', Tom Cruise quotes and lines from movies. So, Travis, Soul Searching, music, medical dramas, TV, or Cruisin' for a Bruisin' movies. What would you like to play?
Let's go medical dramas. TV.
All right, we're going to start with a TV category in 2026. I've got 5 questions all about medical dramas. You can get as many as you want. If you don't know one, say pass. We'll come back to it if there's time left on the clock. No 2-second song, obviously, with no music. So we'll just start when I begin reading the first question. Travis, are you ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right. Time begins when I begin the first question. The category again in TV is medical
No
dramas.
2-second TV clip.
No 2-second TV clip. Maybe we'll add something as we go through. We'll figure this out as we go. All right. Good luck. Let's take on Woods. George Clooney, Anthony Edwards, and Noah Wiley all played doctors at Cook County General, in which landmark NBC medical drama that began airing in 1994.
ER.
Correct. FX topped cable TV ratings when they jumped into the medical drama game in 2003 with which show that focused on the founders of the McNamara Troy Plastic Surgery Center?
Pass.
Set in an aging hospital in Boston's South End and made from the same production team as Hill Street Blues, which 1980s NBC medical drama was never a huge rating success but consistently won Emmys for its gritty storytelling.
Boston General.
Incorrect. Hugh Laurie played a cynical medical genius addicted to pain medication on which Fox drama that debuted in 2004.
Oh my gosh, my life was pass.
Reflections by Diana Ross and the Supremes was the theme song of which late 80s medical drama set in an evacuation hospital near Da Nang during the Vietnam War.
Gosh, pass.
All right, FX top cable TV ratings when they jumped into the medical. We only got the one, ER. All right, Travis, that was our first
Now,
TV
we
category.
have no idea. We don't
I don't know how
a
good.
whole
I have
lot
no
about
idea if Woods is
on
good at this or
one.
not. So this
Yeah.
it could be a 1-0 win for all we know. The answers you did not get: Nip Tuck on FX, St. Elsewhere on NBC, House on Fox, and China Beach in the 1980s. Let's bring Woods back in. All right, our first game of the year is in the category of television.
Man,
That's all you get, though. All right, Travis's score is locked in.
Okay.
60 seconds on the clock. Your time begins when I start reading the question. Good luck, Woods. Let's take on Travis. George Clooney, Anthony Edwards, and Noah Wiley all played Doctor. Correct. FX topped cable TV ratings when they jumped into the medical drama game in 2003 with which show that focused on the founders of the McNamara Troy Plastic Surgery Center?
Pass.
Set in an aging hospital in Boston's South End and made from the same production team as Hill Street Blues, which 1980s NBC medical drama was never a huge rating success but consistently won Emmys for its gritty storytelling.
Boston Common.
Incorrect. Hugh Laurie played a cynical medical genius.
House.
Correct. Reflections by Diana Ross and the Supremes was the theme song of which late 80s medical drama set in an evacuation hospital near Da Nang during the Vietnam War?
Not MASH.
Incorrect. FX top cable TV ratings when they jumped into the
That's,
medical drama game in 2003 with which show that focused on the founders of the McNamara Troy Plastic Surgery Center?
It's going to drive me crazy.
That was
Taint.
Nip Tuck.
Nip Tuck.
But you did sneak out a 2-1 win
Oh
in our
my
first
God.
TV game in the category of medical dramas. Tougher for you.
It's tougher.
I don't know. I mean, how did that work for everybody? I think there were some TV people who loved that, who didn't do music before, but
so.
it's definitely
All right.
different.
It's
It's
different.
definitely different.
What was the rest?
St. Elsewhere was the NBC 1980s medical drama, and China Beach was the Reflections Vietnam War medical drama starring Dana Delaney.
I knew it wasn't MASH.
It wasn't,
I
but
knew
it was.
wasn't.
That was the most famous,
Okay.
medical Vietnam. That was actually the Korean War, I think, was
Was it?
MASH. Yeah,
How about the theme song for MASH?
Suicide is Painless.
The worst name for a show, or worst name for a song in history. Right?
Poignant song. though.
It's very
Yeah.
poignant, but are you sure you want to call this? Yeah, let's roll with it. Are you sure? Yeah, let's roll with it. Gets your attention.
There are words that were used in the movie version, but they just used the music in the TV version.
That's it.
You got it.
My
You
mouth
absolutely
word.
got it.
Whew.
All right. So when we come back, you wanted me to
They're
share.
already complaining in the chat. Our friend Michelle says that we need more current questions. Michelle, he's been 70 years old since he was 12.
Well, I'll say, over the break, I watched the first season of The Pit, which was amazing.
Oh,
I could have put
I
that
hear it's
in. That was
great.
kind of my inspiration for doing this category because I was addicted. Noah Wiley is amazing.
Noah Wiley
in
is
that
so
show.
good.
He is
that
so
if
good.
I was injured, I would trust him.
Like, even though I know he's an actor, I'd be like, I really would like Noah Wiley to perform my emergency, tracheotomy here or
Right.
something, because I really trust that guy.
How gory is it?
So gory.
Oh, I can't watch it then.
so incredible. I mean, they have taken what they used to
It's
do in
hospital
ER
gore.
and
Yeah.
multiplied it by 1,000,000. I mean, you see everything. You see a baby being born. You see it.
Pass.
I don't know how they do it, but you see everything. It's realistic.
I wish I could.
And the
I
show
heard
is
it's
really
amazing.
good. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just
It's
keep
tough. It's tough.
I'll keep watching Landman. Then.
I will share some of my insights that I got from Tio Ruben,
This is great.
Ruben Niebla,
This is
our new
great.
associate manager of the Padres from the Michael King press conference. We'll do that coming up next with Bennett Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. and this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Better Woods broadcasting live from the Bill Howe Studios. We know how. It's like a double entendre because Howe is their name, but they also know how to do plumbing.
Right.
Just explain.
I don't know if you knew this, Woods, but Bill Howe, you know.
Do you know what a double entendre is, Woods? Yes, I do.
It is Black Monday in the NFL.
Yes.
Might as well get to the breaking news. Apparently, winning your last game is the kiss of death in the NFL because the Raiders have fired Pete Carroll after just one
So
season.
silver and Black Monday. Then.
3-14. They did win. Crazily, they beat the Patriots to start the season.
Yep.
So they were 1-0, and the Patriots were 0-1. After that, 14-3, 3-14. The Browns, after winning their last game against the Bengals, fired Kevin Stefanski. And the Falcons, after going on a run to tie for the division title but not make the playoffs, fired Raheem Morris. So 3 firings already on Black Monday in the NFL. But the Bengals will be keeping Zach Taylor as their head coach for the next year, despite their disappointing season as well. No word on Mike Tomlin. I guess they won
in the
yesterday,
playoffs,
so he's
yeah.
probably going to be
He's in.
safe.
He's getting ready to coach a playoff game. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
safe
he's
for
good.
now.
For
I
now.
know they said if they had lost, there was some thoughts that they might move on, but they got it done last night.
Yep.
In a pretty good Sunday night football game to end the season.
One of the best. Save the best for last. I mean, that was. I think I'm getting too soft for sports because when I saw that kicker miss
Loop.
that. When I saw him miss that field goal, I mean, I don't really have a dog in the fight, but my heart sank when I watched that for him. He is a rookie, and they had just been, Tirico's like, and they talked to all the kickers coming out, and they said, this is the guy for these kind of moments. And boom, he goes wide right. The first thing I thought of was that kid's parents. The first thing I thought of was that kid's parents, that kid's girlfriend, that kid's family going, oh, our poor baby. And I go, you're getting soft. You're a soft, instead of, you got to make that kick. This is what they pay you for.
He went 29 of 30 on kicks inside of 50 yards this season.
That was
the
one.
one he missed.
That was
the
the
one
one.
that would have put his team
My
in the
heart,
playoffs.
my heart broke for him.
Yeah.
And now people are, you can only imagine what
Yeah.
is social
Are they
media
being
looks
mean
like.
to him on social media?
Not
Oh.
only him, they're in his girlfriend's DMs.
Ugh.
The worst. It's the worst of the worst.
I thought about like a moment like that. I mean, in football, you maybe a pitcher can give up a walk-off home run
Sure,
and
which-
you feel low,
Which happens.
but like you're just like as the kicker.
kicker.
I mean, you're like it's all on me. If I kick this 52 other guys on my team,
We're in the playoffs. We
they
win the
get
division.
they get their bonuses.
Yes.
We're moving on to the
Oh,
playoffs.
But had he made it, then they'd all be doing that to Chris Boswell,
Yes.
the Steelers kicker, who
Yep.
missed the extra point just moments before. That would have cost them a shot at the playoffs as well. So
I'm watching that game yesterday and I'm going, I hope NFL teams do they have I don't want to sound too extreme, but I'm like serious, like grief
Support
counselors.
groups, yes.
I was like, I hope what does that locker room look like? You imagine some guys are gonna be like, hey man, it's all good. And then you gotta imagine there's also guys that are like, I can't believe you screwed us.
I don't want to
dude."
look at you.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at you
Oh.
right now. Yeah, like Purple says, Orion Kirkering. That game, that play he made
the
against
Phillies.
the Dodgers. Now, it was the Dodgers, so it was double painful. But, of course, I'm worried about Orion Kirkering, this offseason. Hopefully he's moved past that. And, to be a great athlete, you have to have a short memory. It's something that I think every coach teaches all their kids, no matter what sport. Like, hey, man, you just missed 2 free throws. You're 12. Don't worry about it. Go get the next 2. Every kid that boots one, in the field, don't flush it, man. We got more game to play. It's a constant conversation in my house. And it's kind of the way that life should be. If you make a mistake, okay, learn from it and move on and just flush it. But that's going to stick with that kid for a long time.
if you're feeling it this morning, our friend, and we haven't talked to her in a long time, Amy Trask. Maybe we should do it this month during the
Yeah,
playoffs at
love
some
to.
point. She actually wrote a poem.
Did
last
she?
night. Yeah.
About him?
No, about the football fans. He said, if your team is bad this year, I hope this poem gives you cheer. The league design is one of parity, flipping the switch, not a rarity. In your division, you can be worst. Next season, you can be first. Patriots are an example. Most opponents, they did trample. By Amy Trask.
I love
She's
her.
the best.
She's fantastic, man.
She's always very positive, considering, she came from the Raiders and
Raiders.
Al Davis. The fact that she always kind of puts on a positive spin on things is pretty amazing.
Yeah, one of the best Ben and Woods guests of all time. So I would love to talk to her anytime.
If she appears, she will appear on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Some of the insight from Ruben Niebla about his pitching staff for 2026 after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Tow truck helping to clear a crash out of middle lanes westbound King Freeway near 25th Street. Accident in the center divide on southbound 5 before SeaWorld Drive. Southbound 15 near the 163, we have reports of a stalled pickup truck in a slow lane. And what's this? Northbound 5 coastline before the 78. Care to guess? A ladder in the slow lane. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
So after the extravaganza, went to the Michael King press conference announcing his 3-year contract. And in the audience was Padres associate manager and pitching coach Ruben Niebla. Good to see Ruben. It was his birthday, by the way,
Yes.
that day.
Happy
We
belated,
sent him a
T.O.
little video
We
saying happy birthday to Ruben. And after the press conference was over, happened to be standing with him and Scan and just talking about the Padres pitching staff. And it's always so amazing to get insights from Ruben about his own players. And I don't think any of these are, really secret stuff that he was sharing. But Bob asked some questions, I asked some questions, and just got a lot of good insights. So we know now the top of the Padres rotation looks something like Michael King, Nick Pivetta, Joe Musgrove coming back as your 1, 2, 3 in some sort of order. Presumably after that, you've got Randy Vasquez returning, and you've got JP Sears we know is coming back. We feel as fans, both of those guys are still somewhat large question marks as regular members of the starting rotation.
And I don't know why we feel
I
that
know.
about Randy Vasquez, because he just goes out and keeps you in a ball game seemingly every time he grabs the ball. But you do, because you don't see the incredibly electric stuff from Randy Vasquez. You did at the end of the year. He was 97.
He was, and that was one of the insights that I got from Ruben Niebla. We asked him about Randy Vasquez, and he said, and he was very honest. He said Randy showed up at spring training last year and didn't quite have his stuff. Just wasn't in the shape exactly they wanted him to be in. Whatever the offseason happened, just didn't feel good. And his fastball was down a couple of ticks. It was like 89 to start spring training. They go, but he battled his way through. And then by the second half of the season, as you said, the velocity ticked up. The movement was good. They felt really good. Now, what Ruben said is he's been keeping tabs on Randy in the Dominican. He's looking really good this offseason. Much better than he did going into last spring training. So the feeling on Randy is that he's kind of ready to take an even another step forward. If he does that, I think we'd all be happy with Randy. Just keep doing what you're doing. But if he could actually take a step forward this year, that would be a really good number 4 starter for the Padres rotation. And then asked about JP Sears, because it's always been my contention. You know, we heard the story of AJ Preller's trade deadline and how he called the A's. And when he called the A's, you know, the first person he was asking about was JP Sears for pitching depth for his Padres. Eventually, it morphed into the massive Leo Dallas DeVries, Mason Miller trade that ended up transpiring. But JP Sears was kind of the original target. I go, what do you guys see in JP Sears? And Ruben said to me and Bob, he says, you probably didn't see it in the last couple of months because he was up and down from AAA. He had never been sent down back to AAA, and that's got to be tough. We didn't get a ton of time to work with him. But he said, JP Sears is a dog. He went down with the best attitude. He said, what do you want me to work on? What do you want me to do? And Ruben gave him some homework. They worked on some pitch shapes, you know, much changing his cutter going in. And he actually said, if you watched his last start, he came up and pitched that last game of the season against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So he used that new cutter like 17 times. And he said, I really liked what I saw. And we are building on that in the off season and really think that they can turn JP Sears into that left-handed change of pace, different look that the Padres really need in their pitching staff. So internally, and by internally, I mean Ruben Niebla, the guy who is internally for the San Diego Padres, the pitching guy, very high on those two guys at the back end right now of the starting rotation going into 2026. That made me feel pretty optimistic as a Padres fan, knowing that was the biggest area of concern 3 weeks ago was the starting rotation. Who do they have? Nothing. You know, Pivetta, maybe Musgrove coming back from injury. That's it. Now with King back, with some good reports on Randy Vasquez and JP Sears, yeah, you still need more depth for sure. But the first 5 right now, there is reason for optimism now with the Padres starting rotation.
Yeah, and again, because it comes from Ruben, I'm going to believe him at his word because he's never lied to any of us. He doesn't really have a reason to. I've talked to people that are on that staff before at spring training about pitchers, and they have straight up told me this dude isn't it. I'll just Wusa go was a guy. It was about 4 days in, and the people that I talked to were like, "Oh, whoops, this was a mistake." Right, they're going to be.
And he wasn't. I don't think he was just blowing smoke. We asked him about Tristan McKenzie, who's the pitcher from the Guardians. They signed to a minor league deal over the break. Remember, he had a really good 2022. Went 11-11 with a 2.96 ERA, and then kind of fell off the map the last couple of years. I was thinking, oh, did you guys spot something in him? He goes, he's got work to do. I mean, we like him, but he's got some work to do. You know who he said was very excited about? Ty Adcock.
Yes.
Said really was excited about Ty Adcock's arm.
Ty Adcock guy.
Ruben definitely said some nice things and said that was a guy that they were excited about getting and had targeted this offseason. We're very happy to add to the mix. So, yeah, I got some just interesting information from Ruben Niebla about his pitching staff going into the year. I still think they do need more depth.
Yes. That's not that is not us coming on here and saying they're good, they're going to be locked in, and Sears is going to win 14 games out of the 5, and Vasquez is going to win 16 games out of the 4. No, that's not it. You need more. You need more because you don't know what you can count on from Joe Musgrove. You don't know what you can count on from Michael King yet. You really don't. You know, it's not a guaranteed he's going to come in and get 30 starts next year. So
I think you can guarantee that from Michael King and Joe Musgrove, you're going to get 2 dudes who want to absolutely work as hard as they can to be the best pitchers they absolutely can.
It sounds like out of those 5 you mentioned, you've got 5 of those guys that are absolute competitors. They want to win. There's no question.
The mentality of the pitching staff should be outstanding.
Outstanding. And that mentality doesn't win you games. A lot of teams have dogs. They don't win games. That being said, I got to put my trust in Uncle Ruben. I just have to. And he's not given me a reason not to yet. So, I mean, obviously Dylan Cease didn't make it wasn't as great last year as he could have been, but he somehow parlayed a mediocre season into a $30 million a year deal, and he owes a lot of that to Ruben Niebla. So, as all these guys do, but yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about it as well. But it doesn't mean that you don't need to go out and spend more money.
It also felt very clear from what Michael King said during the news conference, and from what I gleaned talking to other people in the room. Big reason Michael King is returning.
Oh, yeah.
Ruben Niebla.
100%.
He wants to keep working with that guy.
100%.
And that, he still wants to make a big payday, and that's why they've got the opt-outs and everything. But he felt his best chance of getting back to where he was and exceeding where he was is by sticking with Ruben Niebla.
It's such a vote of confidence, such a speaks volumes about Ruben, which, we all love Ruben here. So, yeah, do what you have to do to get Ruben Niebla's hands on as many guys as you can.
I also asked about Johnny Brito, seeing if he could be a possibility in the starting rotation, kind of the forgotten guy after the surgery. Said Johnny's coming along well, but he's probably more of a guy who's going to come in the middle of the season. Could be bullpen, could be a starter when he gets back, but it sounded more like June or so before we're going to see Johnny Brito back on the big league level. But otherwise, things seem positive there.
Said it before. I'll say it again. Spring training is right around the corner. As soon as we get back from fantasy camp, we got to start getting ready for spring training. Nothing gets me more excited than going down and watching those guys throw bullpens. Nothing. It's my favorite time of year.
Pop of the nuts.
You're like, how does anyone hit this ever? Ever. So good.
Yeah. All right, we've got an hour to go. Means our first Roundel Report of the year is coming up. Do we have any Jelly Roll news in the Roundel Report?
Do we?
Of
have
course we do.
Jelly
How
Roll
can
news?
this be? I thought this was a new year. We're
New
not
year
done
and
yet?
Jelly Roll.
Oh my God.
That is coming up. Hour number 4 of Ben and Woods ahead on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Final hour of Ben and Woods on the first day of Ben and Woods 2026. How many shows did you say we were probably going to do this year?
I had it last night. Let me
God willing.
Hang on. Yeah, God willing. Again, promise to no one.
I can give you all the updates.
Give us the
updated
stats.
Stats. Let's see.
Here we go. 261 weekdays in 2026. So I said about 240.
Minus the holiday break and
Right.
a couple of days here or there. About
That's-
240 shows.
Yeah,
Is that what we did last year, Paul?
We did 236.
Okay, so around
last year.
240 shows.
So I had, I'm not going to be taking as much vacation this year.
We did 242 in
Yeah.
2024.
So with 241 shows, 4-hour shows, 964 hours of fresh, original, one-of-a-kind
So
content.
you texted that last night and I go,
Freaked you out, didn't I?
don't
I don't
tell
like
us
it.
how, don't tell me how many hours we have to
Did
do.
not like that at all.
Well, the good news now is
1 hour is hard enough.
Benny, the good news now is it's only 961.
3 down.
3 down,
961 to go.
961 to go. Okay. You'll be good. You'll be fine. You're really good at this.
The tier ones seem obsessed with this whole chairman Ben.
Oh no. We're gonna
And-
do this live on the radio. We did it on the live
Yeah.
stream.
They wonder what happened. I haven't done anything other than put headphones on, but it's just they see my hair looks like Chairman Mao is what the consensus was during the break.
You didn't have to bring this up. I thought we would just do it for the live stream, and now you're gonna tell the whole
Well, everyone's confused now that wasn't on the live stream. Why do they keep talking about Chairman Ben?
You have to go back and watch the live stream.
You got to go
I guess
back and
so.
watch the live stream, I guess, or we could do it again here. Paul, do you have the pictures
I'm pulling them
handy?
up right
Paulie's
now.
pulling them up right now.
Yeah, this was New Year's Eve. We do our annual show breakfast.
Yes.
And so we met up that morning. We took a picture.
Yeah.
Year 8
Nice
loading.
picture of us, I thought.
Yeah, sitting on the streets of Encinitas.
Yeah, having breakfast
the
at
hard
Honey.
Scrabble streets of Encinitas, California. Yeah.
And then Kay in our
Kayloff.
Ben and Woods Discord said something along, I don't have the exact text, but something along the lines of like, I've never noticed this before, but like, why does Ben's haircut look like Mao Zedong?
Mao Zedong
Without the receding
without the
part.
the recession.
We
And-
zoomed in and we go, holy, they are,
Holy.
that is pretty spot on.
Yep. You have
I couldn't even deny there is a bit of a resemblance due to the. I don't know what you'd call it. It's the side flaps, maybe, on that I get on the hair. It's the side flaps.
it's the side flaps, yes.
All I can say is the next time I go to my barber, we're going to have a conversation. I may need that picture texted to me just to make sure he knows what we're dealing with here.
You got it.
Oh my God.
Kaylaws, I want to thank you for the greatest comment of all time. It laid me out.
Give us so much to laugh about.
Yeah, so you have this. It's almost like we both have weird hair. My hair's very kinky.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
It's kind of kinky, and yours, you got a little curl to it.
Yeah, it's
You
got
know?
body.
It's got body,
Yeah, it's
I
thick,
guess.
It's got body.
It is thick. It's very thick.
But there's something about the sides that grow
sides-
really well
It's
right
like
here.
wings or something.
Yeah,
like
there we go.
And it really does look like Chairman Mao's hair. Yes, it looks like. Now I don't have it, right? Like, because I push mine down,
Well,
and I
do
blend
too.
it. I tell my
use
guy.
product and I try to, but it just wants to grow a lot right there.
So have him cut it shorter, but
I
then you're
know,
going to have kind of
but-
the Woods haircut
Right.
of like more faux hockey.
you can't go too short though because my head shape's not great. So I need the hair to cover the,
Do you think that
the lumpy head.
Do you have bulbs that come out of
maybe
your head?
somewhat bulbous head on the side here?
Is that why hats don't look great on you?
I
Is
think
because
so.
of your Chairman Mao head? Here's the thing that freaked me out: is that if you combine the two together, the side by side is laying me out of these two.
Oh my God.
If you start to lose your hair in the front, you're dead.
I
mean, you
know,
are,
I know.
You're gonna look just like Chairman Mao.
I mean, I'm gonna be on TV tonight as an anchor. What am I just
You need to go get a haircut
I
today.
don't think I'm gonna have time. I just need extra product and I really
Try to,
gotta
like-
mat it down.
I can't wait to watch the news tonight. I cannot wait. I need everybody to watch. It's Channel 10.
That is
State television.
State television, Channel 10.
Ben's talking UCSD basketball.
State television. So, yes, there's some Frankenstein's monster in there for sure. Yes, if you're having a hard time wrapping your head around what it actually looks like. You're on what times?
4, 5, 6, 7, 11. Well, a lot. Just
4, 5. All right.
Sometime in the evening when you're at home, there's a better than not chance that I'm on television.
The Woods family will be tuning in. You can rest assured. We will.
Michael says, Ben, the guy that's doing your hair doesn't really know what they're doing.
He does.
Juan does a really good job. I go to a real barber. I do, but maybe he just needs to see the picture to see how it grows in a little bit.
Take it to him.
Yeah.
And because because I don't see it when you get a haircut,
right?
But then those flaps start to grow.
It's after it grows in. He does a great job at the beginning. It's just the way it grows is problematic.
You know what that's going to mean? You're going to have to get haircuts more often, which sucks.
Yeah, it's an expense and a time that I don't really have.
If I could pay $1,000 for a haircut, it would last me all year.
Ooh,
I would do it.
What a great idea!
It's a great concept, but it's impossible. But all right, so Ray says you need to get it tapered. You need to get it tapered.
I do get it somewhat tapered.
Say fade the sides, fade it
more. Than they already do. Sounds good.
So Chairman Ben is a decent nickname, I think. I do think it's a decent nickname, Chairman. Chairman is a great nickname.
Chairman's not bad in and of itself.
Like Frank Sinatra was chairman of the board, but you're chairman now. I don't know that that's great. You didn't have to bring that up. I didn't even want you to, but you did.
Paulie, take it away.
Before we get to the round report, we actually got to do our biggest fan. We're 5
minutes.
Oh,
sorry.
That's
New
all right.
year,
First
already
day.
made my first mistake of the year.
I
yes.
know this guy.
It is time for our biggest fan announcement.
Very excited
I have no
for this
doubt
person.
that we'll get this call in the next 10 minutes at 833-288-0973. If you hear your name right now, you will qualify for our grand prize and call us back. 20 tickets, a night in the Odyssey Suite at a Padres game, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. And this morning's biggest fan is Jeffrey West from San Diego. Jeff, you are on the clock, 833-288-0973. Good luck, and keep your names coming by registering at 97.3 The Fan, SD.com/biggest fan. Paulie?
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Happy 2026, gentlemen.
Happy 2026.
Missed you guys.
Missed you too.
Missed the Reindl Report.
Missed it very much.
All right, let's get right into it here. We will start off. I saw this story a couple of days ago. Anytime a story circulates on, the usual suspects, social media, the internet, you got to kind of double check everything now. And I believe this happened, but it's always one of those, hey, we're gonna roll with this as if it is true.
Throw it out there. And
do you guys remember? I don't remember exactly when in the year it was. Sometime during the baseball season, there was a story about the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Bucco Bricks.
The bricks.
They renovated a section of
Tore
PNC
down all the
Park
bricks that they had paid for, like fans had paid to have engraved
when the stadium
and dedicated.
was. Yeah, exactly.
And then they threw them away or something.
Just
they found them in a
scrapped them.
dumpster. Yeah.
They
great.
just they demolished the area. They got rid of all the bricks, and all these people are like, whoa, like.
Yeah,
my grandpa's not here anymore, and we made this brick together 30 years ago or
Dude,
whatever.
We've got one at Petco Park. I'd lose my mind if I found out they ended up in a dumpster
It's like,
somewhere.
hey, if you want to renovate, that's fine, but
Move my
save the
bricks.
bricks and move them. Or
Yeah, they're all there in
something.
the entry plaza.
So
off-
rad.
yeah, it's beautiful.
So people were very upset, and somebody sent this over to me on New Year's Day. This guy wrote, I have no idea who is right and who is wrong or what the email form said, but I just received perhaps the most hilarious text I've ever received in my life. And the text that he got says, so you remember the infamous Pirates bricks? My partner had one made for his grandfather 20 plus years ago and it was destroyed. The Pirates send him an email asking him to remember what it said so that they could look up in their files and replicate the brick for him, because they have been doing that. They've been creating replicas. They have it in a system.
Yep.
Whatever you wrote on the original brick, you'll get it back.
And by the way, I don't think anybody cares about the originality of the brick as long as I
think
still
so.
have my brick with
It's a
my
brick. It's a brick.
right?
Exactly. So they could look it up in their files to replicate the brick for him. His response was, I'm unsure. It had William Bradford's name on it, his grandfather.
Okay.
This is the brick that he got in the mail on Tuesday. And sure enough, the brick says, quote, unsure, but it had William Bradford's name on it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This can't be real. This cannot be
So
I think that's fake. Come
gotta
on.
be fake.
I don't know. He said he followed up with this and said, talk to the Pirates. An outside service handles these fulfillments, and the Pirates are working with the recipient and will correct right this wrong. It sounds like some company, they hired a third-party company, probably used AI it was an AI chat bot or something, okay, what was your grandfather's name?
I'm
I'll look it
unsure,
up.
but it had William Bradford's
And they
name
took
on it.
verbatim what he replied and put it onto a brick and sent it to him.
It's those Pirates. I mean, that could happen to the Padres a few years back. It's something that could happen. It could happen to anybody.
What did the brick say? I'm unsure, but
I'm
it had
unsure.
this is the name that was on there. And that's what they put on the
I guess,
brick.
I mean, if you ever go to a restaurant and there's 7 misspellings on the menu,
Yeah, it makes me insane.
it drives me
Makes me
absolutely
insane.
crazy.
Yep.
But obviously, things get misprinted all the time, and it's not that easy to correct them. So,
Oh, that's good. I'm unsure, but it had William Bradford's name on it, is what the brick says.
It's kind of amazing.
It's really incredible. I would keep that.
They have to keep that one, right?
Keep that for sure.
Hopefully get the new one, but
No,
you have
I tell them to
keep
put that in. That would be like your point
Yes.
of viewing if you went to PNC. Like, I got to find
Sure.
the Bill Bradford brick, dude. Put it in. I actually want my wife to get a new one from his unsure, but it's got Stephen Wood's name on it. Oh, it's brilliant. That is brilliant. What a great story.
Not bad, right?
That's not bad at all.
All right. Let's see here. I had another story that I think we're just going to hold on to for now, because we got a couple of updates on some breaking news in sports stories that we've talked about. First, congratulations to Aztec star BJ Davis, the really going to be like the 6th man of the year. You should probably be starting more, but he was named to the Mountain West Player of the Week. That happened just a few minutes ago. And also in our last segment, we talked about Black Friday in the NFL. We have another one to add. The Cardinals have fired their head coach, Jonathan Gannon, after his 3rd season. Never went well for them.
One of those organizations that you forget about sometimes, right? You forget that the Cardinals exist.
they had a couple of good seasons with Kurt Warner. But
Yeah.
other than that,
But
they're-
since then, do they even jump
to a
into
Super
your
Bowl,
Kyler
right?
Murray's not a good. I mean,
Do they ever jump in your head like, I wonder what the Cardinals are up to? Not much.
They're just that other team in like the NFC West.
Yeah.
we'll be living right by their stadium for a few days.
Yeah, we will.
this week.
Yeah, right by there.
It's true.
Okay.
All right. And then finally,
Don't do this to me. Why are you starting the year off like this?
So, all right. We joked about it. I think this was on the air. We joked about
It
it
was.
towards the end of last year in December. We were talking about how we have every radio show has the prep service. And we open it every morning and just see if there's anything good that we can talk
Is
about,
there
anything we can riff on.
anything you can riff on?
They add audio. It's mostly stuff that we kind of just, here's whose birthday it is. Here's,
Always great. for
here's
the
what
air.
happened on this date and stuff like that. Stuff that you may be able to use in radio. And they have like a country music station or a section. But every single day I had
Every day.
noticed, I'm like, every day there's a new Jelly Roll story.
This is a new segment. It's the
So,
Jelly Roll news. Of
I
the
think
day.
in the Rindle Report, at least, if not in other spots on the show, every morning, if I see a Jelly Roll story,
We'll do it.
We're going to have to do it. I got 2 for you.
2.
2 today.
Jelly Roll has been named the new head coach of the Cardinals.
I mean, would anybody notice the difference?
The first one is that Jelly Roll made the cover of Men's Health after his 275-pound weight loss. At his peak, he was weighing 540 pounds.
Good God.
He's now gotten down to 265, says he lives in a dramatically different world. So he posed for the cover of Men's Health.
All right. I can see that.
Do you have the cover?
I'm
or
going to
like-
pull it up right now.
I
Put it in
mean,
chat.
congratulations to him. It has turned his life around in many ways, and now helping his overall health by losing the weight.
It's great. That's a lot of. How many pounds was that? 200 and how much? 35.
What'd I say? 240?
It's amazing. No, that's Definitely got some. He used some GLP-1.
He lost
right?
275.
270.
Wow.
Yeah, that's GLP-1. Good for him, though, man. It would have killed him. Would have killed him that weight.
Now he's very similar in weight to yourself.
No, he's not.
Is he not?
How much does he weigh?
He currently weighs, got it down to 265.
Yeah, not even
Getting
close.
close. Getting
What are you
close.
talking
Getting
about?
closer.
I'm 224 pounds. I'm
All right.
6'1". He's getting close to your weight. What?
Well, I mean, you've always said, the similarities between you two.
He said he's not using a G. Come on, what is he doing?
SDFatLoss.com, maybe.
Potentially.
It works. It does.
Man, I knew he was an industry plant, but I didn't know he was an actual robot.
And what else was Jelly Roll
That
up
was
to?
his first story. The second story just says it's got some audio attached.
Oh, good.
Jelly Roll hilariously narrated the chaos at his farm when his cows got loose.
Oh.
Says here a couple of Jelly Roll's cows
All
got
right.
loose on his farm, so naturally he filmed and narrated the whole endeavor.
Damn, my cows got out. Look at that.
I'm
Look at my cows
assuming
running.
the prep service will give us clean content here because I haven't even heard it.
Oh, God.
Here it is.
I won't.
Jelly Roll and his
Polly, get the dump button.
cows.
Crunch has gotten out. Watching Shy try to rope her back in. Oh, that's a bull, baby. I'm just like, no, I'm not going in there. We're going to go fight. I didn't expect this. Oh, here comes some more. Look. Oh, he's getting cornered. We're cornering a cow. Baby, this cow is fast, dude. Run, S'more, run!
And that's your prep service
Jelly Roll
update of
Thank
the day.
Now, Kevin Harlan had been narrating that. I would have been all in.
Even then, I would have been over. I'm over. Can I just say in 2026, I'm over Kevin Harlan's bit. I'm tired of it.
So Jelly Roll makes Men's Health, and Sam Levitt makes People magazine over the break.
Unbelievable.
How about that?
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Sammy Levitt taking his internet stardom to new heights during the Christmas holiday. And he is everywhere now. You cannot escape Sammy on social media.
You just
for
can't.
good or bad.
He's
He's
incredible.
everywhere.
He's incredible. Where is he now? He's out of the country?
I think
Is that right?
he's taking some time off. But I don't know. I just saw a new post yesterday of a day in the life of a single 30-something.
Where am I going? Watch me pack.
Am I
Aren't
going
you
to
Sammy?
Austin, New York,
I love
Florida?
I love Sammy so much.
I do have to guess every time I see
Every
it.
time I see it, I'm like, where is he going
He's
now?
unlocked the secret to engaging social media content. I got to know where Sammy is going. It's where is Sammy heading at the airport?
Jocelyn said, did you see his...
He packed his bag. I watched it.
Did you see his reel about being a single man in his 30s? Yeah, it looked delightful, is what
He
it
did his
looked like.
laundry.
Yep.
I watched it. He made tea. I watched it. I don't know
I watched
why.
the whole
I
thing.
can't not watch Sammy's video.
Here's me dipping my feet into a cold plunge.
Oh.
All right, I'm in. Show me. If I did it, I don't think I could pull it off, but Sammy can do it.
I watch every single video. I stop and I go, okay, I got to watch this. He
Every-
stands on the beach looking out to the sea.
Forlorn out of the sea.
I watch it.
He's unbelievable.
He probably put out, I don't know, 20 different videos, reels of his voice doing, and with that, the 2025 season. But I noticed he got really he got dramatic in some of them.
Yeah.
Like very serious.
He would be like, and with that, the 2025 season comes to a close. Oh, and then he'll be like, and with that. And then the next one, and with that. He's really mixed it up. It's got to be a burden on him.
I mean, there's so much work to those videos because there's so many different angles. I mean, we went to Tacos El Gordo and we saw Sammy do it. I had to watch that one. I cannot stop watching Sammy Levitt videos.
KG Elephant, good bit. Well, you should do an average Saturday night as a married man with kids. I mean, I couldn't do it because the technical.
Well, the kids would knock over the cameras too
Paulie would have
often,
to come over and shoot it.
And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Good night.
So dramatic.
Who were the celebs that he had this year?
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
I mean, come on, dude. Doesn't get any better than that.
And with that, the 2021 season. And with that, the 2022 season. And with that, the 2023 season. And with that, the 2024 season. And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Good.
Him at Sunset Cliffs there in the background.
Yeah. Seagull flying by. He's incredible. Adam is so
and with that,
happy because of all the content that he does.
And with that, the 2025 season.
How many times do you think he said it
an end.
in the year 25? 400?
8,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane.
I mean, think of all the takes that didn't make the videos.
I know. Oh my God, I would love to hear his out. And with
Three,
and with
two,
it,
one.
and with it, and with it. Oh,
Stupid.
idiot! Slaps himself. Idiot.
Brilliant.
Reese Witherspoon used it. Come on. Hope he makes bank from those.
Hope he finds the love of his life at some point.
You'd think some girl, I mean, some beautiful girl out there is like, I got a chance to date the end with that
guy.
Yeah. I could get in on the videos. I mean, there's
single
clout.
women in San Diego listening right now.
There's
You
clout.
guys know he lives here.
There's clout chasers out there everywhere. Like, throw my man Sammy a bone. All right, literally.
All right, the NFL playoff matchups are set. We can talk a little more football coming up. Last couple of segments of Bennett Woods next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
And with that,
With that, though, a new year of Prize Picks, your daily spot for fantasy sports. I've been doing it for a couple of years now. Absolutely love it. One pick was playing with my son, actually, with some basketball picks over the break, and you can win real money just by watching sports. Very easy to do with Prize Picks. You're just picking against the numbers, more or less on stat projections, whether it's the football playoffs, the college football playoffs, daily pro basketball, daily college basketball. It's fun. It's easy. It's simple to do. You can set big lineups with up to 6 players and try to win big. You can set a small lineup with just 2 or 3 players, go for the smaller winnings. They stack up pretty quickly, though. I've noticed that. You go with those smaller winnings, 2 or 3 of those, and all of a sudden you look and your account has grown exponentially. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 sports picks app by downloading the Prize Picks app today and using the code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. You can get in on the action in so many different ways. It's Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. It's Ben and Woods wrapping up the first show of 2026. Wildcard matchups are now set in the NFL. We already talked about the best game of the week. That was the Sunday night winner take-all matchup in the AFC North with the Steelers holding on for the 26-24 win. Back and forth game at the end. Missed field goal by Tyler Loop as time expires. Ends the Ravens season. Pushes Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers into a wild card matchup in the first round against the Houston Texans. That'll be the Monday night game a week from tonight on ABC, ESPN. Texans, I think, finished with the number one defense in football. It was between them and the Broncos. Came down to like the last first down, I think, in the Broncos-Chargers game. The Broncos did clinch the number one seed in the AFC with their 19-3 win over the Chargers, who did not play Justin Herbert in the final game to keep him healthy. The Chargers fell to the number 7 seed, which means they will open the playoffs on the road against the New England Patriots, the number 2 seed. I think one of the more intriguing matchups, Woods, that's the Sunday night game, 5 o'clock on NBC. Patriots had a great season, but a lot of people still aren't sure if they're for real. Despite 14 wins, they had such a weak schedule, and almost all of those wins coming against losing teams. There's still a thought that they will be exposed once they have to go up against, obviously, playoff teams every week. Yeah. With the playoffs rolling around.
I had some killer insight for you. I don't. All I know is it's really hard to win in the NFL. It's hard to win 14 games in the NFL. But the Chargers, if healthy, Ben, can absolutely win that game.
I would think
they
so.
Can absolutely win that game.
And as the 7th seed, if they won because they reseed, then they would go back to Denver for the next round and play a rested Broncos team. But you know, I mean that's a matchup that they can win as well. I mean, if you're a Chargers fan, it's not the worst pathway to advance. I, of course, will be hoping they lose to the Patriots in the first round of the playoffs because I don't want to see them celebrate a Super Bowl title in Los Angeles. So I'll be cheering for the Pats in that game. The other AFC matchup is the Bills, who are the 6th seed after beating the Jets yesterday. And they will be playing, I think, the dark horse here in the AFC playoffs. That is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I think fairly quietly have shown in the second half of the season that they are one of the best teams in football.
Crazy, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Yeah,
Not me.
Liam Cohen
He's
has
been amazing.
Everyone talks about the Patriots turnaround. Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars turnaround under Liam Cohen in this first season is almost as impressive, maybe even more impressive in some ways. And Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. He has never had a great stable of wide receivers. He has led like the league in the most drop passes the last few years. They just like, I don't know if it's how he throws the ball or just he hasn't had the greatest of receivers, but they have been playing well. They clinched the title. They demolished the Chargers a few weeks ago. And to me, they're kind of the sneaky team that when they're playing the Super Bowl, everyone goes, how did the Jaguars get here? Like, well, I mean, who do you definitely think is going to beat the Jaguars in the playoffs? Because I don't know that I trust any of the other teams in the AFC. The Bills' defense is weak. The Texans' offense is weak. The Steelers just all around aren't that great of a team. And I think the Broncos and Patriots are both good, but have some big question marks.
Very few, those two teams in particular, the Broncos and the Patriots, they still have that thing where everyone is going,
Bo Nix,
really? You know, so
there's only a couple of teams in the playoff field in general, AFC and NFC, I can't really argue one way or the other.
I think I look at the Rams and I go, God, they're well coached. They're fast. They are physical. I think the Rams can win the Super Bowl. I hope it doesn't happen.
I mean,
I don't need LA to become the city of champions again.
Let's just go down the line. I'll read off the team name in the playoffs. You tell me if you can see a world where they win the Super Bowl or not. The Broncos.
Yeah.
No.
The number 1 seed. You don't even see a world in which they win.
What did I just say?
I mean, I see a world in which they win.
There's a world in which all of these teams.
No,
there's a world in which
some
all
teams
these
that I
teams
think
win.
have no
Is
chance.
there a world in which Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers win the Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
Texans? No, I don't think so. The Jaguars?
Yes.
Okay. The Bills? The 6th seed?
Yes.
Maybe just because of Josh Allen. They're not that good of a team, though. But
it's still the Bills.
I'll give them a yes with Josh Allen.
The Patriots?
Yeah.
The 7th seed? Chargers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Give him protection, and they can win the Super Bowl.
I mean they're good enough.
NFC, number 1 seed, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The 2 seed, the Bears.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 3 seed, the Eagles.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 4th seed, Panthers.
No.
The 5th seeded Rams.
Yes.
Yes.
And the 6th seeded 49ers.
Yes.
Yeah,
And the
right.
7th seeded Packers.
No.
Well, maybe.
A maybe.
Could get hot and go on a run.
Seahawks, obviously, the defense looked great on Saturday. They clinched the number 1 seed with the 13-3 win over the 49ers. That dropped San Francisco to the 6th seed. I don't know if they're for real. I was playing golf with my buddy Matt Janelle. He's a big 49ers fan, and he goes, I think they're
He's like,
they're
this
kind of
ain't it.
frauds. But the Eagles haven't been world beaters. That's their matchup in the first round. That's Sunday afternoon
It's
on
more
Fox.
like, can you not see a world in which Christian McCaffrey gets hot for 4 games, goes off, and we're back in the Super Bowl?
When you say Packers and maybe, I certainly think they could beat the Bears in their first playoff game. That's the first. That's the Saturday night game on Prime. Is 7-2. But I don't think the Bears,
Eagles or Niners.
I think they could. That's why they have to give them a maybe. If they played the Eagles or the Niners, I think the Packers could win that game. All of a sudden, they're in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're favorites, but they're not incapable of winning those games.
Trying to see what the biggest spread.
I think
here.
the
Oh, it's
Rams are gonna be big favorites on the road against the Panthers. And
No, they're at
de-
home.
They're at home.
They're at home.
No, they have to play at the Panthers. Panthers
No.
are the 4 seed.
Rams are at home.
No, they're not. Promise you.
Wait a minute.
Panthers are at home.
Oh yeah,
Panthers are at
Rams.
home. They just
Yeah,
They
if you're the
switched
wild
the
card, you
order
have to play on the
they
road.
flipped it,
So
right.
the Panthers are the underdogs, but they are at home. And then the Rams win. They might have to go to Seattle for the next game. That's a tough one. The rematch of the game they should have won, remember, a couple of weeks ago, let get away at the end. But that'll be the biggest game in the playoffs again. I think that Rams-Seahawks rematch.
I'm going to go Chargers Rams for the Super Bowl.
LA playing in
LA.
San Francisco
Can you
or in
imagine?
Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I was like scrolling through Instagram and I saw a reel of this kid and he put together, he goes, I do this every year. I try to find super low chances, but potential conflicts of schedules. Like if the Jets and the Giants back when they shared a stadium, like if they both hosted AFC NFC championship,
yeah.
and he was like doing it again for the SoFi Stadium for the Rams and the Chargers.
Well, the Chargers can't host any game because they're the 7th seed. So
they did. Okay,
yeah.
This was before
so that was
the
before that.
final
They fell,
playoff seedings.
yeah, before they
fell.
lost,
Yeah, that's right. Because there was a time where
There
it's like,
was.
what would happen if the AFC and NFC championships
are both the same day
on
in the same
Sundays
stadium, but
were Rams and Chargers?
because the Chargers dropped to the 7th seed, that's no longer a possibility.
Okay.
But it was. You're absolutely right. It was a potential.
What would they do? Do you move
probably
a game?
do one on Saturday and one on Sunday? I guess
9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Clear everybody out.
Yeah, I don't know that
Change
the
get
NFL
everybody
even
in.
can move like television schedules like that.
I
this
don't know.
close.
Maybe not. I don't know. That would have been a problem, but they don't have to worry about it now. So, but I mean, you said really Chargers Rams, huh? I mean, it's not the worst. I'll go Jaguars Seahawks.
Oh, okay. I like that too.
In the Super Bowl.
We're all going to be wrong. You know that.
Oh, of course. This
I
is
think-
the hardest
Hardest
NFL
one to bet.
playoffs I think ever to prognosticate.
I don't know how people bet on these games. I really don't.
No chance.
There's just no. It's save your money out there.
I'll get weird. I'll go a couple of 2 seeds, I guess. Not that weird, but Patriots Bears.
Okay. I mean, I think all of our picks are just as legitimate.
Yeah.
As and we have none of the same teams because it's that wide open this year in the NFL playoffs.
Hey, go to break. All
right, we'll come back. Let's go to the bathroom. We'll wrap things up. Final segment of the first show of Ben and Woods coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
right, player. This is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort. Now open.
First show, Ben and Woods 2026, almost in the books. First guest tomorrow will be Craig Elston. Will join us for the first time on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
Got a question for you. I was looking at the rundown that Paulie put out this morning. Today is National Thank God It's Monday Day, which is not something you...
Has anyone ever done that?
Is it because of why I think it is?
Kids go back to school, at least not yours, but most of them, and you got through the holidays and you're ready to go back to work.
First Monday of 2026.
I was kind of excited to be here today.
I could barely sleep last night. It was the big first day of school vibes, as I said early in the show. They did the thing this year. My youngest went back today because he's in preschool. So he went back this morning. My oldest starts back tomorrow. 2 weeks off. And then a day, and I asked my wife about it, and she ripped my throat out. I go, what are we doing here? She goes, well, the teachers need a day to plan. I go, what was the last 2 weeks for? And she ripped my head off. She goes, they're on vacation. I go, I'm on vacation. I had to do some work. Paul had to do some work. You had to do some work. The teachers can't. He's in second grade. What are you planning? What are you really planning? I love teachers. You know I love
I know
teachers.
you love teachers.
But I didn't understand this. 2 weeks off. What's this extra day?
I think ultimately they'll end up with the same number of days.
I don't care about that. I care about after these 2 weeks off.
You just want to get
one
back.
more day.
Just get back, please.
Just
get back.
one more
We're all
day.
back. Someone else get back.
I love teachers, K-Laws. You know that. I give to support their classrooms. But man, that extra day. Something. Everybody else on the planet starting back to work today, like, we'll just do one more.
You can open up a dialogue with your teachers because it's also National Day of Dialogue.
I don't think I'm opening up a dialogue now, and it's not going well for me.
It's also Carver Day. Good for carving guy.
Teachers put in so much I know they do, and bless you for taking these demon seeds of ours,
Right.
So I understand. Well, why not just take 3 weeks off then? Would it be 3 weeks in a day?
Wouldn't you rather have this day off later? Like,
I don't even know what you mean.
I mean, you work the same number of days. Ultimately, there's the same number of school days in the year, whether they come on
And I get it, like
this day or another day.
but not
they're
everybody.
going to add up to the same number.
Not everybody has a radio host father that works mornings and a real estate mother that makes their own schedule. Not everybody has that. So today it's tough after 2 weeks together in the house of, yeah, I got it. Whatever you want to do, let's go. Yeah, sure. Let's 2 weeks is a long time. It's a long time for them to be out of school. The extra day was a like a 96 to the ribs. It really was. It really was, man.
But tomorrow they'll be back.
Tomorrow they'll be back. So today, that's why today is, thank God it's Monday day, because I got to get out of there this morning. I got to get out. I could come to work, back in the routine, back on the grind, as it were. But I think, it's tough. It's tough. I know teachers have a hard job. Enjoy your summer off.
Speaking of a hard job,
Dang.
I will.
Teachers.
I love teachers.
Speaking of a hard job and big shoes to fill, we'll get to that right after our last check of traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Got a number of stalled vehicles wrapping up our morning drive. One of them is on the Camino del Norte off-ramp, South 15. Also a stall reported westbound 56 before Rancho Penasquitos. It's in the center divide. And stalled vehicle on southbound 5 past Encinitas Boulevard. It's in the center divide. They're trying to get that moved over to the right shoulder. Also traveling on westbound King Freeway just past the 805. Watch out for a white piece of furniture in that right lane. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Mentioned earlier while we were talking about the Aztecs' dramatic triple overtime win against Boise State on Saturday night, that while Paulie and I were watching that game, you were watching the San Diego Seals.
I was.
And for the second straight time since you have now left, they're now 0-2 at home.
They're 0-2 at home. I'm super bummed for them. They didn't play well.
Togerson on the hot seat?
I don't think so. I think that, I don't know how much blame you can put in the PA. I certainly wasn't going to take any blame if they lost.
You took the credit, just not the blame.
Yeah, I'd love to take the credit. Man, Woodsy, you got the crowd fired up. They fed off of you. Sure.
You want to think it a little bit.
Of course you do.
But obviously, most of it goes on the players and the coaches, and the PA announcer should have very little responsibility as the outcome of the actual game. But it's a hard start here for Derek, who, of course, we had on before the break as he was excited to take over and fill your big shoes at the electric factory, and now he hasn't even had a taste of a win yet.
Got to get that win, man.
Yeah.
It was a good game. I mean, they battled back and tied it up late. There was a really good fight. Really good fight. Eli Gobrecht beat the ever-loving crap out of a guy and threw him to the ground, and it was incredible. It was an incredible, but they lost. But
at the end, they go, you may have
you
may have beat me in the fight, but we got the scoreboard at the end.
And
it
they had
loses some of its luster.
The Roughnecks had not won a game to that point. So not only do you lose at home, and you get beat by a team that hadn't won a game yet. So it sucked all around, and they need to figure it out. But it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
What are we looking forward to here? Now it's 2026 has arrived. Big events, big happenings. I mean, we've got our Tier 1 trip to the Windy City that we're looking forward to. It's an Winter Olympics year. They were advertising a ton on NBC that the Super Bowl and the Olympics are going to be on the same day. Like they're going to have Olympics right into Super Bowl, right into Olympics. Does anyone care about the Olympics anymore?
The Winter
WBC
Olympics
is coming up in March. I know you're excited about that.
I'm elated for the WBC. I'm the only one on this program that's excited about the WBC, but I remain optimistic and fired up
this summer.
Yeah, World Cup this summer. I'll be more interested this year in the World Cup than I ever have been before. So that's good. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, the Padres season is huge.
I mean, season 2 of SDFC begins later this week, I believe. They at least show up for
bananas
training camp, which is
they just got done.
crazy.
We were just you and me.
I know.
We were just at that game.
It was like a month ago.
I believe Friday is their report date, if I'm not mistaken.
No way.
I think they're
you're
back for season number 2 already.
You have your facts crossed. The lines are crossed here, but there's no. Because it was just
a very, very short winter break before they have to get going again.
Just a week ago that you missed the turn for our parking, and we had to park 4,000 yards away from Snapdragon and walk through the mud to get to our seat.
It feels like it couldn't have been more than a couple of weeks ago. And yet, later this week, they will be back at practice at their Sharp Performance Healthcare Center for season number 2 of SDFC Soccer MLS style.
I am telling you, man. I'm excited for all of that, dude. I really am. I'm elated for it. But obviously, baseball season is where it all comes together for me. So we'll grind through January, and then February comes. The end of spring training is always tough, but this year with the WBC, I feel like that takes a little bit of a load off. You know, you're actually seeing some real decent baseball.
We'll give us stuff to talk about during the dog days of spring training.
That's right.
Kind of in the middle there.
Because I think, you ask any player, they'll tell you spring training is way too long. It's way too long. They don't need it. We don't want it. It's way too long. And you feel it too. You're on your 28th spring training Cactus League game. You're like, I couldn't care less. I don't care.
No, it's like Jesse and Tony. I feel for them.
Dying.
By the end, broadcasting games that don't really mean anything.
That's true.
And that's the toughest part. But this is also an important spring training with a new manager, Craig Stammen. He's got to. I don't think he's making major changes, obviously, but you got to get settled in with a new manager, and that takes a little bit of time. So I think it's going to be big in terms of Craig Stammen, getting a foothold and getting established and taking over a new team is definitely going to be a big part of the story coming up next month and in March.
And we didn't get to how are your resolutions going so far?
I didn't make any resolutions.
Neither did you, Paulie.
No.
What did you make?
I made a ton. Are you kidding? I wrote my goals down there at home. I can bring them tomorrow if you want.
Okay.
You didn't write down any goals? Or...
I mean, I'm always, want to be a better person, better husband, better colleague,
I just want to survive to tomorrow.
There's a little bit of that as well. I don't think it's a bad thing to just kind of take a step back and you go, you know what? Just look around the world. You're like, I'm just going to go day by day.
Yeah, but it's also not
today. Let's get to tomorrow.
I said it like before we went to
better haircut is my New Year's resolution.
There you go. Look less like Mao Zedong in 2026. It should be on. You should write it down on your vision board, man. It doesn't hurt to write that stuff down. I remember we sat in here, Paulie, and I was looking at my app, my calorie tracker, or whatever, my steps counter. I go, I cannot hit my steps every day. I'm working out every day, but I can't hit my 10,000 steps. Ben goes, well, that's really, the goal is just a goal. I mean, if you don't hit it, who cares? I'm like, I care. That's why, do you?
Yeah, but if you went 9,700 steps,
did I hit 10?
But what if you went 10,100? Is that really going to change your life? Those 400
no, but it's
steps. You did your steps. You just didn't quite get to your
goal.
goal.
What are you talking about?
You're okay.
Do you not believe in hitting
if
goals?
If you just sat on the couch all day, yeah, feel bad about yourself. But if you walked all day and you look at the end and it says 9,920, don't feel bad about yourself. You went out around, you moved, you got steps in. You don't have to have exactly 10,000. That's a made-up number.
That's the goal that I was trying to hit.
It's a made-up number.
It's a goal.
Just your goal is to be active. And
no, my goal is to get 10,000 steps. I didn't get it.
See,
he's like, no, it's fine.
We'll come back. Show number 2 tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. That's it for us. For executive producer Paul Reindl, for Stephen Woods, I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Monday. See you on TV later today on Channel 10. All of us here at 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.